with the singing of our national anthem. Performing tonight is Icemen Elite member Gene Sutherland.
Check, check. Hi fans, it's time for your Jacksonville Icemen Game Day Preview presented by Solancha Chiropractic as the Icemen close out their 4-game homestand tonight against the Indy Fuel. Tonight marks the first ever meeting between the two clubs. It's also the second sporting event between the two cities here in the last few days as the Jaguars Colts on Sunday and now the Icemen will have their crack at Indianapolis here tonight. Now, looking at the Icemen, they're coming off a tough 3-0 shutout defeat by the hands of the Orlando Solar Bears this past Saturday, while the Fuel are looking to snap a 3-game losing streak. Now, for the Fuel, they possess excellent special teams unit. They're in the top 7 in the power play and penalty kill, and their power play #1 in the ECHL on the road with 9 power play goals scored this season. Now for the Icemen, they're a team, they benefit off excellent and quick starts. The Icemen have gotten all 3 of their wins when they've scored first. When they do not, they've not come away with 2 points. Had a chance to talk with Jacob Cederholm, defenseman for the Icemen here at the morning skate, get his thoughts on the importance of that good start and tonight's matchup with the Fuel.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always important to get that first goal to get the good feel in the game and get one in there quick in the game. But you know, you always face adversity, and that's a little adversity if you get a scored on. But that's when you build character on the team too. You see who's capable of keeping on going or who's not ready for it. So I think it's a good test for us too for the upcoming season. I think that still this early in the season, we're still seeing progress in our game, and I think that this early we need to just focus on our own game and get that straight, and then we can focus on the opponent team. But I think that our game for sure, what we need to go out and do there and keep everybody accountable and just be on, guys, and play hard, really. It's always easier to come with a lead, I'd say. Boys are always there's always that little bit extra. Maybe it's a little hard coming from below, but I think that's what I said. It's going to build us character. I don't see it as a bad thing.
Game time is set for 7 p.m. tonight at VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. It's a Wednesday night, which means $2 select beer and wines for fans. That's promo good for every Wednesday game during the regular season.
And we are here at the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Arlie Johnson with Alex Reed, who you just heard from. Puck is down. We are underway as the Icemen host the Indy Fuel. First ever meeting between these two clubs as the puck is in the Jacksonville end. Their netminder tonight is Adam Carlson. The Icemen have control of the puck. It's Cederholm with a lead pass ahead. Fortier tries to deflect it away. Knocked free by the Fuel. Jake Rysick will get it inside the Jacksonville blue line, but no further. Mike Hedden brings it back for the Icemen, and it's a clear into the zone. Indy, who is wearing Chicago Blackhawk colors. They are affiliated with the Blackhawks, so they're in their traditional white with black and red, just like the Blackhawks. Jacksonville has the puck in their own territory. Flipping it up the right side. Good backhand feed. Fortier to Ross. Takes it to center ice. He'll carry with it to the blue line, but he's ridden off the play there by Nathan Noel. And that allows Teixeira to take over for Indy. Offside will be called. We have our first whistle. 57 seconds into the game. We are scoreless. We are just underway as we bring in Alex Reed, my broadcast partner. And Alex, an opportunity for the Icemen to salvage a .500 record 2-2 on this 4-game homestand tonight against a team that has been down south for the last 3 games, and they're 0-3. They're reeling a little bit too.
Yeah, both teams are, but you look at the Icemen. I mean, they spent majority of the first part of this season on the road, and they were just desperate to get back at home. And then when they did, they haven't really taken advantage of it as they would have liked here early. But like you said, they got a chance to close it out with the win before hitting on the road for the next 2. So, again, going .500 here, get back on home ice. They just got to start stringing some wins together.
And a score! Right off the draw! It's Everett Clark off the tip of the glove of Chase Marchand and into the net, just 1:05 into the game. It's 1-0 Jacksonville.
In every game that the Icemen have won this season, they've scored first, Harley. So this is exactly what this team had to do. They're a different team when they don't score first. The record certainly states that, but all 3 of the wins thus far this season have come when the Icemen struck first, and they do so right here. Everett Clark off a quick draw off the play. Couldn't finish up my last point before they put it in the back of the net there, Harley. But, hey, the Icemen did not get a goal in the last game. Shut out 3-0. They wasted little time to get on the board here tonight.
Everett Clark, second of the year. We'll hear from Joe Masson in fact, right now for your goal call.
Number 17, Everett Clark. Assisted by number 23, Charles David Baudouin. Time to go 1 minute 5 seconds.
So it's Clark from Baudouin at 1:05, 1-0 Jacksonville. As the Fuel have the puck in the offensive zone, they'll toss it into an open corner. Sam Kirker is there. Centering feed goes by everybody. It went off a skate and back into the neutral zone. McArdle takes over. Up ahead for Elmire, but it's out of his reach. And the Icemen possess at center ice. Bobby Lynch with a backhand flip into the zone as the crowd is all over Marchand already. No relation to Brad Marchand, by the way, as the Fuel have it behind their own net in the form of Jake Rysick. Rysick just gets away from Garrett Ross, but Ross stays on him. He's right on his hip on the forecheck, and a poke check by Fortier knocks it free. Bouncing puck taken out of midair by Dylan McLaughlin. It might have prevented a breakaway for Jacksonville. McLaughlin with a centering feed. It goes off a skate and right through the top of the crease, but out of harm's way. McLaughlin holds it in. Flip pass to the right circle, shot on net, save is made by Carlson, walking in is Rysick. Wrist shot and another save by Carlson, and he will freeze it this time. Two big saves there from Adam Carlson. The first one flashing out the right leg, and the second one gobbling it up in his midsection, and the draw comes into into the Jacksonville end.
Yeah, Carlson getting the start here. Again, he's been pretty solid since joining the club. He's helped lead the team to a couple of victories now. So, he's been very stable. And, boy, we had a chance. You didn't get a chance to see it, but, boy, Michael McNiven was fantastic.
Put on a show, huh?
Yeah, he did. He's pretty special. So, an excellent tandem here with he and Carlson here in the mix.
It's Indy with some pressure offensively. Centering pass deflects up high. It belongs to the Icemen. Here comes Clark ahead for Craig. I think Craig looked like he was playing forward there for a moment. Mercier tries to center in the offensive zone, right wing corner, comes around the boards, all the way back for Craig where he vacated his defensive spot. He was just trying to enter the rush and activate from the defensive standpoint. He scored his first goal of the season this past Friday in a win over Atlanta. As we have a wing-to-wing pass, Baudouin falls down, somehow recovers and pokes it ahead out to center ice. That pass was behind him initially. Now it's Indy trying to come back. Wrist shot stick to side by Carlson. Routine save that time as Jacksonville tries to clear the puck away. Man is tripped, but no call from your referee, Kyle LeCun. Comes into the near side glass. Taking the body is Mercier. Elmire holds it in for Kirker. In the slot, McArdle with a wrister, and Carlson got a piece of that one. Still loose at the top of the crease, and it's backhanded wide by the Fuel. Some pressure here from Indy, but Jacksonville does get possession. Baudouin up the near side boards. It's redirected out by Mercier. The Fuel bring it right back in, and they'll change on the fly. 16:10 to go in the first. It's already 1-0 Icemen on an Everett Clark goal. The only assist to Charles-David Baudouin, and he outlets the play to Graham Craig, getting it out to center ice. Craig has it again, and he'll lead the rush this time over the blue line. Centering pass, looking for John Albert, who has missed several games but is back on the ice today. And Albert knocks the puck out of midair, trying to get it back onto his stick. Indy will flip it in instead. Nice hit on the play as well by another player making his Iceman debut in Dalton Thrower. We'll talk more about him as we have time. Play bottled up in the Jacksonville end. The Icemen have it. They'll play it off glass and out. Too soft for icing, so Jacksonville completes a line change. The Fuel have plenty of time and space behind their own net with the puck. Forechecking is Fortier. Hedden is in there also, forcing a bad pass at the Jacksonville blue line. Fortier knocks it loose. It's going to be an onside play because Jacksonville was the team that put the puck into their own end, so we will play on. Yeah, I don't think Indy was expecting that, and it actually prevented their own scoring opportunity. Wrist shot from the point is knocked away. Comes out to center ice by Jacksonville. Here comes Fortier trying to chip the puck by Teixeira into the right wing corner with the help of Hedden. They'll keep it in the zone. Mike Hedden down low for Fortier. Spins away from Teixeira. Behind the net, tries to center. Spins away from another man. That's Teixeira again. Once more behind the net. Fortier now knocked off the puck briefly, but he gets it back. Trying to throw it toward the middle for Ross. It is intercepted and cleared out by Indy. At center ice, Ross gets it to the Indy blue line. No further than that. 5.5 minutes plus gone by now in this game. Jacksonville leading 1-0 as the Fuel snap it in behind the net of Carlson. Carlson will play it himself off the glass Lang knocks it free, ahead for Mercier, who golfs it off the boards and out to center, and continues with the puck now as well on a deflection. He'll chip in, chasing after his Lang, chasing after his Chase Lang at that, as Indy clears away. Baudouin around the horn. Lang once again moves for it as Ramsey tries to knock it free. Ramsey with a lead pass ahead. Baudouin breaks it up at center, playing it off the boards, high into the air. Mercier over the blue line, offside will be called. 13:43 to go in the first period. It's already 1-0 Jacksonville. Back in a moment. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey on ECHL.TV and on Mixlr.
Tonight, this game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 32nd season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; A&R Sports, official hockey accessory supplier; AthleticNet, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2020 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL. The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider. Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL. Handbid, the official mobile auction app. Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team. Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider. In Glasgow, official puck provider. The Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys. Ticket Galaxy, official ticket resale partner. And Warrior, official on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.TV.
1-0 Jacksonville early on in this contest. The Icemen have possession right on the red line as Graham Craig tries to forehand it in. It went off the referee. Stays in the zone, though, for Bobby Lynch for the Icemen. Reversing it to the far side. Indy looks to clear. Second attempt at it, and they do work it free. Fuel look for the puck, and they've got it. Possible 2-on-1. Carlson makes a big save as the rebound comes up high. Lynch looks to golf it out, looking to set up Warren. Would have gone 2-on-1 with Albert. Indy, a nice job to recover there as we play on, and it's the Fuel into the offensive zone. Centering feed deflected away by Craig. Held in by the Fuel, Spencer Watson. Centering pass tipped away by Jacksonville. From the blue line, a shot goes wide. Jacksonville looking very strong defensively right now as the Icemen can't quite clear the zone. It went to the blue line, but not over the blue line. And the Fuel with some forechecking. Craig knocks it free. Setting up Fortier, 2-on-2 with Ross. Fortier looking to utilize the speed going wide. Spins to the inside, centering pass. Just knocked away by Indy at the last moment. Not cleared out of the zone yet. Nathan Noel prevented a tremendous opportunity, which would have been on John Albert's stick. Now it's former Iceman Bobby McIntyre for Indy. He played for the Icemen in Season 1 2 years ago. Integral part of that team, in fact. Indy with a centering pass goes right through the slot. Comes up for Jacksonville. Fortier for Hedden. Hedden lost the handle. It's going to be an offside, and Fortier touches it up. I think it's going to make it an intentional offside. It should be, and it will be.
Yeah, not certain why he touched it there. He had an opportunity to back off, but you can see him take a little swipe at it. Maybe he thought otherwise, maybe he's just trying to stop it for the face-off, but it will result in an intentional, brings the face-off the other direction. But a good pace here. Jacksonville's only got one shot on net right now. They converted on it, so they were able to get the goal by Everett Clark, and they lead 1-0. Right now, those 6-1 shots in favor of Indy.
Carlson's looked very strong for Jacksonville between the pipes early on in this contest as the Icemen win the faceoff in their zone. They do not clear, however. Elmire has his pocket picked from behind by Lang, and now it's the Icemen starting ahead. 3-on-2 if they hustle. Mercier right up the middle to the left. Give and go, and he fanned on the shot attempt. It was too quick. Him and Clark were kind of in too tight to one another, and the return pass just came a little too hot for him. Jacksonville clears to the blue line, not out yet. Held in at the blue line. Hayden Shaw will drop it behind his net for Cedarholm. Cedarholm around the right side for Lang. Lang will stick handle out. Good touch pass for Mercier. He's over the blue line. Plays it off the board smartly for Shaw. Shaw all by himself. Cannot get around Teixeira. And the Fuel will stick handle to the blue line. Albert gets a piece of it, but not enough to take possession. Indy tries to complete a line change as they stick handle into the Jacksonville end with McArdle. Carlson first on the puck behind his net. Tries to rim it around the wall. It's blocked there by Indy. Icemen get it back. Albert tries to knock it loose for Baudouin. Now he gets it loose for himself. Ahead for Lynch. Far side boards. Puck bounces up into the air over the glass and into the second row for a young fan and a souvenir there, who I know will think that that is the highlight of his night.
Yeah, and this might be a penalty here for delayed game.
Oh, interesting.
Bobby Lynch. Yeah, I thought maybe hit off the stick there, but immediately Indy was lobbying for that delay game penalty, and they're going to get it here. And boy, that was the penalty of the night on Saturday. Both teams got called for that. I think Orlando got called for it twice. So it's something you don't see too often, but we've seen it a lot here now. And I think it's the fourth time in the last 2 games that one of the teams in play has picked up this penalty.
So Indy on the power play, where they are 6th overall in the league at 22.4%, and on the road they are tops in the ECHL. 9 for 31, I believe, overall on the road for Indy. Jacksonville's penalty killing 19th in the league at 80.3%, looking to maintain the lead. Jacksonville only has 1 shot, but that 1 shot connected from Everett Clark. Indy on the power play. They have the puck in the offensive zone, setting up shop. At the blue line, it's Teixeira. Defending is Albert. Brendan Warren also penalty killing. Shot goes off the side of the net from the Fuel. They get it right back with Thompson to the blue line. Teixeira. Cross ice, it's McLaughlin. Teixeira once more, knocked free by Warren, but right back to Indy. Snapshot and a save is made by Carlson. Rebound comes for Albert. Albert's going to skate with it for a moment before wristing it the length of the ice.
And Arlie, you mentioned that this Indy power play, 6th best in the ECHL. They are number 1 on the road at 29%. They've got 9 power play goals away from home ice.
Nice spinorama move by McIntyre to carry over the blue line as Indy gets a clean entry into the zone. Around the wall, nobody there except Jacksonville. Foot race for the puck. Ross one-on-one against Brooks, shorthanded. Ross tried to step to the inside. Brooks read it. Ross gets it back, though. He's going to kill a little more time. He'll play it all the way to center ice for Cedarholm. Smart play by the savvy veteran and Garrett Ross. And Jacksonville now will wrist it the length of the ice back behind the Indy net. Just 35 seconds to go on this power play. Elmire for the Fuel at the red line. Snapshot around the wall. Carlson just lets it go. He stays in his crease. Indy first on it. Deflected puck comes for the Icemen. Baudouin will drive it out. This is a superb kill from Jacksonville. Carlson's made 1 save, but for the most part, it's been kept away from him. 12 seconds to go on this power play. McIntyre cuts to the inside. Offside will be called as Jake Schultz was in ahead of the play on the left wing side. So we'll bring it outside the blue line with just 8 seconds to go on Bobby Lynch's delay of game penalty. That was a strange delay of game because I think he even knocked the puck out of midair. It wasn't, traditional delay of game. They're just trying to shovel it off the glass. Not in this time. I think he was just trying to bat it out of midair, and he was right by the glass. It just topped over, just fell into the first row, and that was about it.
Yeah, and it wasn't a panic situation where you're just trying to get rid of it and clear it, that it sailed over. Oftentimes that's how you see that penalty assessed, but this time a little bit more relaxed, but as you said, up in the air.
Teams are back at full strength now as Clark takes a hit. Puck comes loose for Baudouin. Baudouin setting up Warren. He is bottled up by Schultz, and the Fuel take possession. 8:42 to go in the first period. It's 1-0 Jacksonville, despite the fact that they're being outshot 7-1. Jacksonville has it in their own end. It is Lynch deflecting it over the blue line and out, but he can't control it. The Fuel have really controlled this game except for the score itself. Indy back in with their captain, Matthew Thompson. Thompson behind the Jacksonville net. Dalton Thrower around the wall. At the blue line, it's held in by Ramsey. Shot is deflected. Knocked out of midair by Thrower. Not out of play this time. And the Icemen are able to clear it to the Indy line. The Fuel drive it off the wall to center ice. Backhand flip into the zone. Onside is Thompson. Cutting it is McLaughlin. Thompson spins on Glover. Spins again. Knocked free by Jacksonville. Gets it back to the right side. A shot and a save by Carlson again. Got it with a blocker, maybe even the shaft of his stick possibly. And the Icemen battle for the loose puck and have it. Onside is Hedden. Centering feed deflected just wide by Fortier. Tried to be slick with the deflection, but it went just wide. Ross at the blue line holds it in briefly. Bouncing puck. It is over the line, barely. And offside will be called against the Icemen.
Yeah, Hedden and Fortier talking about that last opportunity. Good look there. It was the right idea. Hedden got the pass there. Fortier, though, had to kind of reach for it enough. I think that little delay threw him off there as far as aiming that and that redirect and just sliced it wide of the net. A good chance, good look there for Jacksonville.
So we'll bring it outside the blue line. Mitch Vandergunst comes onto the ice for the Icemen. New number for him now, number 25, with Nikita Karastolev no longer with the club, which would be considered the third line, I suppose, for Jacksonville, with John Albert centering Mitch Vandergunst, who just drilled Ryzik going into the corner. We've got a fight because of it. It's going to be Vandergunst against Coughlin. Liam Coughlin and Mitch Vandergunst. And Vandergunst pummels away, connects with a right hand, connects with another right hand, right at the Indy penalty box. All Mitch Vandergunst.
Wow.
What a shift. What a fight.
Yeah, Vandergunst, he popped a couple, landed him in there cleanly, but Coughlin there to stick up for his teammate following the big hit by Vandergunst, which was clean.
Yes.
There back behind the play, but finished out his check. But boy, oh boy, did Vandergunst land some bombs there early, and Coughlin, hats off to him for hanging in there and finishing out the fight.
And a couple of high fives from the Icemen players to Vandergunst while he's in the penalty box. John Albert, I know, is in there. I think Jacob Cederholm got in there and gave him a little fist tap also. But it all started with the hit. And even though the Icemen are ahead 1-0, I think like they needed some momentum, to be honest. And
yeah,
Vandergunst, that's his game. I mean, he's playing his game just the way you want him to.
Yeah, they're talking about it there in the penalty box right now. But you're right, because, you know, despite the first shot that went into the game early that ended up in the back to net, you know, the tempo and the opportunities have been controlled here by Indy. So you kind of felt like they needed to get a spark going, and maybe this will be that spark to get the Icemen a little bit more back on even keel here with the fuel here in this first period.
So Indy brings it into the zone. Cederholm with it there on the right wing side. Chips it high into the air. Warren settles it down beautifully. Goes one-on-one. Goes wide. Can't get the shot away, but excellent effort there from Brendan Warren. Indy plays it back out of the zone, moving it into the Jacksonville end. Cederholm takes over there. Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, Brendan Warren, a guy who spent training camp with the Indy Fuel, pretty much would have made the roster from what I understand. They just fell victim to a numbers crunch, and Iceman very fortunate to be able to pick him up because he's been a good little boost to the lineup here.
Great play by Graham Craig, the only guy on the ice who could have possibly jumped into the air to glove that puck down at 6'5", and he does exactly that. And now it's Mercier with a steal in the slot. Saved by Marchand on the wrister from Lang. I think he just got enough with the right arm to keep it out of the net. Lang looking for his team-leading 7th goal of the season there on a beautiful feed from Mercier. At center ice, it's Clark trying to knock it free. Delayed offside. Indy wrists it right back into the zone. Craig first on the puck. Circled the back of his net for Clark. Touch pass for Lang. Loose there by Indy. Nearly a dangerous situation as the Fuel almost had a clean breakaway. Now it's Watson with a drive just wide to the far post. A little sloppy there from Jacksonville defensively, giving up a couple of opportunities there for the Fuel. Schultz will snap it in cross corner. And the Fuel are first on the puck there as well. Schultz looks to center. It's deflected behind the net. Craig trying to get his stick loose. One hands it ahead for Hedden. 3-man attack for the Icemen. It's Ross. Now just him and Hedden. 2-on-3 for the moment as Indy takes over. Feed to the right side for Nathan Noel. Noel starts a 3-man rush for McIntyre into the slot. Cuts on a man, deflected away. Beautiful play by Dalton Thrower in his debut. And now it's Fortier the other way. Walks in and fires it wide. Glover can't hold it in, and back and forth we go. Indy a possible 2-on-1. Thrower defends, slap shot, save made by Carlson. Back and forth we go as we take a break. 5:19 to go in the first. It's 1-0 Icemen. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.TV today to get into the game and never miss the action. Arlie Johnson here along with Alex Reed. Jacksonville Icemen hockey on Mixler and ECHL.tv. It is 1-0 Icemen on an Everett Clark goal. Kind of a soft goal, to be truthful. One that Chase Marchand, he would tell you, should have had, but deflected off the tip of his glove and into the net. And to correct myself, and thanks to the Indy Fuel staff to let us know that Chase Marchand is indeed related to Brad Marchand. They are cousins, even though they show the hometown for Chase is Alberta. Brad Marchand from Nova Scotia, but cousins just the same, just from a couple of time zones away. Back to play, puck goes out of play, and we'll have a stoppage in play again. Right into the second row, it fell right into the lap of a fan, who I don't think even knew that the puck was coming, but she's got a souvenir now.
Yeah, landed right there on her arm, and she's excited now that she realized, oh man, it is a soft little flip up and over, which is, if it's going to go in the stands, that's how you want it to go.
Yes.
It's those redirects pass, across the ice that can be a little scary.
Warren at center ice, right by the Indy bench, taps it to the Fuel blue line, but no further. The Fuel try to clear it out. It's knocked free by the Icemen. They can't gain control. Still hot potato in the neutral zone. Nobody can get the handle to it. Finally, Indy tries to clear in, but it's going to be offside. So the draw will be just outside the Jacksonville blue line.
Yeah, and the Icemen, you looked at the shots right now, 9-2 in favor of the Fuel, but, the Icemen have had some other opportunities. We saw that one right before the break with Fortier. He just, buzzed the shot over the net. So they've had a couple like that. They just haven't been getting them on net. Fortier on a couple, on both of them, I think, down low there in the last couple shifts that he's had. That's the thing. They're breaking through, just not getting those in on target there and challenging Marchand.
Yeah, if you wanted to go by scoring chances, even though the Icemen only have 2 shots on goal, they would probably have, I would say, 4 scoring chances. Yeah. Penalty coming on Jacksonville. It's a delayed call. Here's your touch. I'm not even sure if there was a touch, so we'll take that. But it's going to be a hooking call on Jacksonville. Garrett Ross knew it. He went straight to the box. And it's going to be another power play for the Fuel. The first one was killed quite well by the Icemen, but they'll have to do it again.
Yeah, and the Icemen are going to have to be disciplined. I mean, they're coming in as one of the most penalized teams in the ECHL. But, when your penalty kill's not been consistent, as it hasn't here as of late, you're going against a very good power play unit, as we discussed, especially on the road. They're going to have to be make certain they tighten things up from a defense or a discipline standpoint here tonight. Sometimes the best penalty kill is to be disciplined, and I think the Icemen don't want to afford too many opportunities here for Indy tonight.
Well, disciplined start as the Icemen win the faceoff and slam it down behind the Indy net. Teixeira with it there. Chase Lang and Pierre-Luc Mercier are your penalty killers for the Icemen. Defending, Graham Craig and Charles-David Baudouin as Indy takes it into the zone. Centering feed goes right through the slot. Nobody home. Lang looks to steal. He can't do it. Teixeira holds in. Walks the line, feeding it to the right. Snapshot and a save again by Carlson on the shot from Spencer Watson. Just playing his angles well there. He's had a couple of shots go right into his midsection. And the draw comes to his left.
Yeah, and Spencer Watson, he's got a couple of close looks in this game. The leading scorer on this club with 15 points, so the Icemen can't let him just walk in uncontested like that. But fortunately there, Carlson, as you said, on his angle, they're able to see that one all the way through and control it.
On the draw for the Icemen is Everett Clark, the only goal scorer of the game thus far. Indy wins this one, however. They still have 1:22 on the power play. Right point is Teixeira. Clark right on him. Comes to the right side for Watson. Glover steps up on him. Teixeira from the blue line. Shot in the screen, and another save made by Carlson. Teixeira hoping for a screen, but I think Carlson was able to read that one and follow it all the way into his glove. And the draw comes to his left once more as Jacksonville changes up. So good to have John Albert back on the ice, Alex. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, he got injured there in the first game in the Fort Wayne set back in late October. But, again, just brings not even so much on the ice with his experience, but a guy so much in the locker room. He's such a leader. And, when you got Emerson Clark, your captain, out, it's good to have guys like this be able to come in and be back be inserted again.
Dalton thrower, smart play to Albert to clear out to center ice. McLaughlin looks to get away from Lynch. Lynch nearly stole it shorthanded. McLaughlin fortunate to come away with the puck. 49 seconds to go on the power play. The Fuel at their own blue line. It's Teixeira with a drop pass for McLaughlin. Lynch steps up on him, but McLaughlin dekes around him to the left side and gains the zone. To the line for Teixeira. Right side, it's Watson. Closes to the dot, centering feed. McLaughlin all alone, and Carlson got that one too. What a great first period from Adam Carlson as the Icemen with a smart pass. Glover to Thrower, who will play it off the boards and out. Full change for both clubs. As Indy has it behind their own net, Alex Brooks with it there. Playing it up the right for Sam Kirker. Kirker over-skated the puck, gets it back, and it's going to be a delayed offside. Jacksonville with plenty of time to skate out of their own end. Cedarholm plays it ahead. Onside is Mercier. Snapshot, and the save is made. Rebound came up high. It went over the head of Mercier, but Marchand had no idea where that rebound went. Teams are at full strength as Carlson makes another save on a centering feed right through the crease, and nobody is there to pick it up. And it's the Icemen carrying. Three-man rush if they want it. Mercier over the blue line. Snapshot on net, and Marchand makes a save and doesn't look that comfortable making that one either. But the draw will come into the Indy zone with 2:15 to go in the first period. Still 1-0 Jacksonville on a goal, just 1:05 into this game from Everett Clark.
Penalty kills look pretty good here, Arlie, and they're not allowing the Fuel to get really open and get some really quality chances. They had a couple, and then Carlson was there to backstop them on it, but they have one real good line, and they keep that line out there for quite some time. That first power play unit, they'll go out there for about a minute and a half at times, and you saw the late change there. So, but again, the Icemen doing a good job so far in 2 attempts. Now they just got to try to limit the amount of attempts that they get, because this unit will certainly create some problems.
Jacksonville's top line is on, at least they're the hottest line right now. Garrett Ross at center, Maxime Fortier on the right, Mike Hedden on the left, and the Icemen do win the faceoff. It's Hedden to the high slot and a drive, and a save made by Marchand, who again struggles with it. You got to get some shots on this guy because you can tell he is very uneasy in this first period.
Yeah, the last 3 pucks fired his direction, he's had to really fight off and battle for, and that one just kind of snuck under the pad. He wasn't quite certain he had it or not. So you're right. Just keep shooting the puck right now, so he gets settled before he gets settled into this game.
Ross against Thompson. Thompson wins this one. Behind his own net for Indy is Dmitry Osipov. Stolen by Jacksonville. Fortier, however, had it taken away from behind on the back checking by Thompson. Indy clears it away. No icing here. Didn't quite reach the goal line. And now a steal by Indy. Centering pass all alone, and it goes wide from Thompson. Jacksonville couldn't contain that centering feed, and another opportunity for Indy. Fortunate that it went wide. Craig behind his own net for the Icemen. Chipping it off glass for Hedden. Gloves it down to his stick and backhands it for Ross. He's got Fortier with him. Drop pass for Fortier. Looks to center, throws it in front, right through the slot. Nobody there. It went behind Hedden, and in transition, it's Indy with 1:27 to go in the period. The poke check from Jacksonville, not out of the zone yet. And a great read there by Baudouin to steal that puck and take it away. And it's the Icemen. Fortier splits the defense, comes to the right side into the corner, tries to kick it onto his stick. 1-on-3 is Fortier, and somehow he keeps the play moving as Brendan Warren steps in at the blue line. Thrower holds it into the zone. Off the glass for Fortier, who pokes it into the corner. Indy finally clears it out of the zone. Final minute of play as the Icemen have it at center ice. Albert over the blue line. Curls at the right wing circle. Curls back to his backhand. Goal line extended is Albert. Feeding it for Lynch. To the blue line, it's Glover. Winds and fires. It is blocked. He gets it back. Stick up high. Penalty coming on Indy. Delayed call as Warren turns and shoots. It is deflected into the corner. Warren again. Forehand. Score! Brendan Warren makes it 2-0 Jacksonville. Another soft one there from Marchand, but the Icemen will gladly take it. 34.9 on the clock. And it's 2-0 Jacksonville.
Yeah, excellent puck control, especially when they got the extra attacker out there. Indy just couldn't get possession to get the whistle. Too many chances there in the middle for Warren, and they found him in that right there towards the middle of the ice, and he was able to put that one home. And now it's a 2-0 lead here, and the Icemen on their chances, taking advantage of it here. But good job there by Jacksonville.
Credit also John Albert on that play. I don't think he's going to get a point. We'll see, but he had a great screen in front of Marchand, who did not allow him to see the puck at all, and that had a great influence on that goal from Warren as Carlson makes a right skate save. Here is Joe Massa with your goal call.
41, Brendan Warren. Assisted by number 14, Bobby Lynch, and number 12, Jack Glover.
Final seconds ticking away. Jack Glover getting an assist along with Bobby Lynch. Glover will be our first intermission guest, by the way, as the horn ticks down to 0. Jacksonville outshot 13-6 in the first period. No worries, everybody. It's 2-0 Icemen on a goal in the opening 65 seconds from Everett Clark, from Charles David Baudouin. And then at 19:25, it's Brendan Warren with his second from Lynch and Glover. Coming up will be Jack Glover after this break, as it is 2-0 Icemen after one period of play. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen hockey on Mixlr and ECHL.TV.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 32nd season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; A&R Sports, official hockey accessory supplier; AthleticNet, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2020 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL; the Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; in Glasgow, official puck provider; the Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Ticket Galaxy, official ticket resale partner; and Warrior, official on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.TV.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.TV today to get into the game and never miss the action.
A cool change is in the air, and professional hockey is back in Jacks. The Jacksonville Icemen are scoring goals and thrilling fans all season long. Tickets start at just $10 for an incredible game day experience. Come on out to Veterans Memorial Arena, feel the chill of winter, and watch the puck drop. The legacy begins now. JacksIcemen.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound!
Goosebump stuff. NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
Sign up for ECHL TV and watch every ECHL game live online. Follow your favorite teams at home and on the road. With live streaming available on your PC, iPad, and iPhone, you'll never be too far away from the action. Never miss a big goal. Relive your favorite ECHL moments in the video archives. And catch every game from around the league live. If ECHL hockey is on, it's on ECHL.TV.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bee!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
We're between periods with the Jacksonville Icemen and the Indy Fuel. Arlie Johnson joined by Jack Glover today. And Jack, I know this team keeps trying to find consistency. You had an opportunity on Saturday against Orlando to try and get your first win streak of the season. Didn't quite go the way you wanted to. Talk about how that game turned out. And I know special teams obviously a big factor in the result.
Yeah, obviously, giving up that amount of power play goals penalty kill, shorty goals. Tough to win like that. 5-on-5, it was back and forth. Couldn't seem to beat their goalie, but a lot of the times you got to win a special teams battle to win the game. And we had the 5-on-5 going pretty well, but just need to shore up that special teams, like I said.
The first month of the season, you were on the road almost the entire time. You had 0 practice time here at this rink before, I think, even your third home game this past week. Finally, you get a couple of practices, I think, out here. You finally get a chance to be home. You get a chance to be grounded. How much of a difference does that make now that you finally have gotten that first month of the season out of the way?
Yeah, it makes a big difference, not traveling, getting comfortable, getting a couple home-cooked meals and not being on the road so much translates to on the ice being comfortable for sure. So, we just got to start putting together some wins here, whether it be at home, on the road. That's first and foremost for us. And obviously home ice is important. We gotta have a better record here, and that's what we're focused on tonight.
Has there been a main theme from Coach Christie, from Smurf, on what he wants you guys to focus on? Not necessarily for a specific game, but on a day-in, day-out basis?
It's just sticking to the system, and we know what works, we know what doesn't, and it's just a matter of us sticking to that for a full 60 minutes, and trying to not get away from that as much as we can.
All right, Jack, we wish you the best tonight. See you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. There's Jack Glover with us between periods. We'll come back momentarily. This is Jacksonville Icemen Hockey on ECHL.TV and on Mixlr.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 32nd season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; A&R Sports, official hockey accessory supplier; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2020 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, official puck provider; The Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Ticket Galaxy, official ticket resale partner; and Warrior, official on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.TV.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.TV today to get into the game and never miss the action.
A cool change is in the air, and professional hockey is back in Jacks. The Jacksonville Icemen are scoring goals and thrilling fans all season long. Tickets start at just $10 for an incredible game day experience. Come on out to Veterans Memorial Arena, feel the chill of winter, and watch the puck drop. The legacy begins now. JacksIcemen.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
Sign up for ECHL TV and watch every ECHL game live online. Follow your favorite teams at home and on the road. With live streaming available on your PC, iPad, and iPhone, you'll never be too far away from the action. Never miss a big goal. Relive your favorite ECHL moments in the video archives. And catch every game from around the league live. If ECHL hockey is on, it's on ECHL.TV.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bee!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
Back at the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena, Arlie Johnson with Alex Reed. The Icemen on top 2-0 after one period of play. They're outshot 13-6 in that first period, Alex, but some soft goaltending from the Fuel with Chase Marchand and brilliant goaltending from Adam Carlson from Jacksonville. Really, that's the difference here in that opening 20.
Yeah, I mean, they're out shooting the Icemen 13-6, but again, we talked about it. The Icemen had other quality scoring chances.
They did.
Two of them by Fortier, just couldn't get him on target there and test Marchand. But you're right, the two goals there, I don't know if he was screened on that second one or not, but you're right, he just doesn't look comfortable right now. Even on some of the shots that came in, the Mercy one he just looked so surprised that it was coming and really had to fight a couple of those saves off. So we'll see if he settles down in the next period. But Jacksonville, we talked about they only had the 6 shots. They got to get some more shots in on him, and try to take advantage of a goaltender. It might just be taking a little longer to settle into the game.
Truthfully, if I'm Coach Jason Christie, I'm telling my team it's 0-0. You didn't play well enough. Yeah, you have the lead, but you better come out here in this second period like you're trying to take the lead. Take over this game. You don't want to feel like you're, trying to chase it, obviously, but you certainly don't want to play like you're comfortable because Indy kind of took it to you at times in that first period. So play like you've got a lot to gain here still.
Yeah, without question, and that's the thing. We're just 20 minutes through. There's still 40 more minutes, and the Icemen are in no position to take any time off or any periods off. They just haven't been playing with that kind of consistency. But, that's it. You're right. Come back out here and continue to get shots and try to control a bit more of the tempo. Be a little bit smarter as far as discipline's concerned. Only 2 penalties, but again, we talked about how good this Indy power play can be, and they can turn the game around in a hurry if they get going.
Yeah, the penalty killing was very solid as well from the Icemen as Indy goes 0 for 2 on the power play.
Yeah, and again, and the other thing we talked about before the game, Harley, 5-on-5, the Icemen have been pretty good.
Yes.
They've not allowed, what do we say? They haven't allowed a
5-on-5
goal in 2 games now, and now tack on another period of that here with the 2-0 score.
Yeah, I'm actually, as I'm saying that, trying to figure out how many periods, minimum 7 periods, and trying to go back to the previous game as well with Atlanta on Thursday. Yeah, I guess they did score. Atlanta did score in the 3rd period of that one. So 7 straight periods of not allowing an even strength goal.
Yeah.
I guess 4-on-4 or 5-on-5 for that matter. And we'll see if the Icemen can keep that streak going. This is also the last game of a 4-game homestand for Jacksonville, trying to go 2-2 on this homestand. Back to the road right after the game, Alex, for you. And don't forget, listen in on Mixlr and on ECHL.TV for tomorrow night's game, Jacksonville at Greenville. And the Icemen definitely owe the Swamp Rabbits a little something. Then 3-0 for Greenville against Jacksonville so far this year. It's about time that the tides turn.
Yeah, without question. And again, we knew that Greenville was going to be one of the most improved teams in the league. I mean, they've been at the bottom the last couple of years, but they've got a new affiliation now with Carolina. They're getting a lot of players from that system. They've got a loose affiliation with the Florida Panthers. They're getting players from Springfield. I like their acquisitions. They brought back all their key players, and this is a great team right now. And they're coming off a big win against South Carolina last night. South Carolina was 10-1, I believe, going into that game, or maybe 11-1. I can't remember where they were at.
It was 11.
Yeah, 11-1. Now they took that loss last night, and what an effort there by Greenville. And I guess the star of the game was Jeremy Helvig, who's now playing for Greenville. And the Icemen had him for a couple of weeks. Just got him got reassigned to Greenville when the Icemen got McNiven. So he had well over 40 saves last night in that game. So Ice are going to have their hands full. But aside the one game, Greenville's really not. They've really not had a chance to really take it to the Icemen other than that one game, the first game in Greenville. The Icemen have competed against them. The Icemen just need to kind of put it together against Greenville.
Yeah, it's about time that they owe them another favor. Greenville 9-7, 0-1 on the year, including yesterday's victory at South Carolina as well. That game was in North Charleston, dropping the Stingrays to 11-2. But Greenville does look strong, and hopefully the Icemen can find a way to get a streak going here. But it starts here with this one, of course. The Icemen continue this week with a game in Atlanta on Saturday evening, where it will be thrower versus thrower.
Yeah.
We assume now that Dalton is back with the Icemen.
Yeah, and that was the key. I mean, his brother was able to play last week, but Dalton wasn't quite ready. Of course, Dalton is getting a chance right now to get in the lineup for the first time this season. He's been chomping at the bit. The only concern was from the coaching staff was his conditioning. He hasn't played since last season. Didn't skate in training camp. Has been skating the last couple of weeks. So, thrower, I was very impressed with him to get things started here in this hockey game.
Yeah, very steady at the blue line, and as both teams come out onto the ice for the second period, we are noticing a goaltender change for Indy. Out is Chase Marchand. In is Charles Williams. Williams on the year actually has the worst numbers than Marchand. Williams this year 3-3-0-1. Excuse me, 3-3 on the year. I take that back. 3-3. Goals against average of 3.34. Save percentage of 89.2%. But Williams has played in this building on 2 occasions, Alex, each of the last 2 seasons with the Manchester Monarchs, and he had nights that he would want to forget. Both times. He allowed 5 goals in about 10 minutes a couple years ago. I believe he allowed 6 goals last season, in both in losses to the Icemen. So this has kind of been a house of horrors for him as well. And we'll see if the Icemen can keep things going against, we hope, some suspect net minding for Indy. And here's Jacksonville. Lead pass looking for a breakaway. Ross couldn't get it to Fortier. He was in ahead of the play, but Indy was able to break that pass up. Hayden Shaw for the Icemen. It's the first time I think I've called his name all night. Moving it for Mike Hedden, then for Garrett Ross. Ross for Fortier. He does not get a piece of it, so icing will be called against the Icemen 36 seconds into this second period.
Oh, boy, and the fans over here to our right in the right end zone there doing the final chant for Marchand.
Yes.
They are ruthless sometimes. Yeah, they were quick to notice that as well. So, boy, the Iceman fans are just on top of it.
They really are. I mean, I remember year one for this franchise, the knowledge base of this fan group was much, much stronger than I thought it was going to be, and obviously it's gotten even better since then. But even year one, it was a seasoned group of hockey fans here. This is not exactly what you would call a non-traditional market kind of group. They are very traditional with their hockey fans here in Jacksonville as the Icemen lose the puck at center ice. Here comes McIntyre looking for a centering pass, but Cedarholm knocked it away. Another great defensive effort there from the Icemen. Held in for the moment, but Cedarholm knocks another man down as the Fuel lose it at the blue line. Mike Hedden starts it ahead for Lang. Lang at the Indy blue line. Stops on a man, backhands it behind the net of Williams. Teixeira knocks it free for McIntyre. McIntyre for Teixeira behind the net again. Around the wall, Graham Craig pinches in to hold the zone. To the blue line for Everett Clark, covering for Craig. Into the corner, it's Mercier for Lang. Left circle, wrist shot, knocked out of play by Williams. And it will be a face-off to Charles Williams' right. That shot was going to go well wide, but Williams, I think, just wanted to try and get a feel for the puck since he's coming in relief in this game.
Yeah, and you never know how that's going to respond or how it's going to work out when you bring a goalie mid-game. Either it's going to turn things around, give the team, the skaters, a little bit of a different psyche, or he's going to take it back over for him and give him a chance to crawl back in the game, or he just be a little bit too loose. It may take him a while. So you never know how it's going to work. We'll see how this swings for the Fuel here moving in this second period.
Warren plays it behind the net. Looking to center is Lynch. Gets thrown down on the play by Ramsey. Comes loose for Warren and a save by Williams with the left leg. The Icemen very close to making it 3-0. Centering pass from Jacksonville. That goes to nobody in particular. Comes to the right side for Kirker. And Sam Kirker will gain center ice before clearing it away. Jacksonville comes right back with some speed and numbers. It is Lynch over the blue line. Knocked away. Not cleared out yet. Albert holds it in. Baudouin fakes the shot. Takes the shot. It is blocked in front. Never reached the net. Indy plays it away. Kirker for Osipov. Baudouin giving chase. Osipov, the defenseman, comes in. Cannot get the shot away. He had a partial breakaway up the left wing side. Kirker holds in. Playing it behind the net. Centering pass. Knocked free by Jacksonville, not cleared out yet. It was caught between the skates of Garrett Ross, so he couldn't find the handle. Warren tries to golf it out. He can't do it yet either. Ross finally digs it free and gets it to the red line. Osipov passes it right back to the Icemen. Baudouin feeds it for Ross, who will backhand it off the short glass and in. Osipov ahead of Mike Hedden. Hedden got a piece of it, centering pass, knocked free. Ross was all alone on the doorstep as the Fuel fortunate to get the puck loose. Osipov to the left side for McLaughlin. Backhands it up to the neutral zone where Glover taps it loose. Trying to get it free for Mike Hedden. Right at the penalty boxes, Thompson takes over for Indy. Goes to the right side for McLaughlin. Centering pass comes up high. Stolen by Jacksonville. Fortier 3-on-2 with Ross and Hedden. Ross up the left wing side. Can he center? Not quite. It was well read there by Ryzik, but the Icemen still have the puck. Heading to the right point. Dalton thrower. Cross ice, it's Glover with a one-timer and a save made by Williams. He didn't handle that one very cleanly either, as Indy will clear it out of the zone. Pretty easy shot from distance from Glover, but Williams couldn't snatch it with the glove that firmly. Clark for the Icemen. Tosses it behind the net. Around the boards we go. Indy clears it out. McIntyre with an outlet pass. Knocked in by Coughlin. Carlson will play it around the wall. Finds Mercier. Mercier up ahead for Clark. Deflects to Indy. Cleared in by Brooks on the forehand. No offside here. Cedarholm knocks it away from one man. Tries to poke it ahead. It goes off a skate, but he gets it right back. Tries to flip it out, and he does so successfully. And now a steal. Mercier with Lang. Mercier. Flip pass for Clark. Handles it beautifully. His shot goes just wide. Kicked it onto his stick somehow and got at least an attempt towards goal, but it went just wide on the play. And Indy will gain center ice and knock it in the zone.
Yeah, I think the puck hopped up at the last possible second there, and Clark didn't get all he wanted to on that one.
Pierre-Luc Mercier into the zone for the Icemen. He's played a strong opening period and change here. Plays it around the wall. Clark plays the puck. That was dangerous. Could have been too many men on the ice easily. He looked up, I think, to see if his changing partner had come onto the ice yet, and he had not, so we'll play on. But it didn't look all that comfortable. Indy in possession. Up the boards, out of their own end. No icing here. Goes behind the net of Carlson. Tapping it off the end boards around the near side. Kirker holds it in. Back behind the net. Kirker with a centering pass. Stolen by Jacksonville. Jacksonville's back checking and defensive work has been extremely strong tonight thus far. As the Icemen can't clear it out yet. It's tangled up along the near side corner. Pried loose by Indy. Centering pass. Can't get a shot on goal. Again, it's Jacksonville with the great back checking play. And they play it to center ice. Lynch tries to knock it free. Looking for Warren. And Warren will play it into the zone. The Icemen get a line change on the fly. Indy trying to catch him on that change. Nothing doing there. It goes wide of the net of Carlson. Icing against the Fuel. 14:37 to go in the second. It remains 2-0 Jacksonville.
Yeah, Arlie, and you're talking about the back checking, the defensive play there. And looking at Indy, I mean, they're looking to get to the slot. They got guys there. They've got guys going to the net. But the Icemen have been there to intercept those passes. They've been getting that coverage. And they've been manning up and being in the right spots here to negate any chances of any scoring chances down in that area. So they're cleaning up that middle area. We've seen that too many times this year, wide open guys.
Yeah.
And not tonight, or at least up to this point.
You know, the defensive zone play has been on point from Jacksonville as Glover now keeps it in the offensive zone from the right point. Fortier knocks it free for Hedden. Fortier into the corner where Indy takes over. Playing and spinning it around a couple of times, doing a full 360 with Joe Sullivan for the Fuel. Pinching in from the blue line is Glover. Has it pinned up along the wall, near side glass, right at the half boards. Hedden in there as well, 2-on-2 play along the wall. Hedden digs it loose, gets it behind the net for Fortier. Fortier to the blue line for Thrower. Thrower into an open corner for Mike Hedden. Skates behind the Indy net, turns to his forehand, plays it off the end boards for Fortier. Pinching in his Glover, looking for the pass. Fortier, shot in a screen, save is made, rebound is loose. Did Williams get a piece of that one? I think he did on the rebound attempt. Glover just threw it into a opening, hoping that they would hit a deflection, and it was a tester for Williams, but he does hold on. We will take a break with 13:46 to go in the second period. It is Jacksonville 2, Indy nothing.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.TV today to get into the game and never miss the action. Harley Johnson, Alex Reed with you in the second period. It is Jacksonville with a 2-0 cushion. Both goals in the first period. Everett Clark his second. Brendan Warren his third. One was just over a minute into the game. The other was with less than a minute remaining in that first period. Draw comes to the left of Charles Williams. Indy takes it and clears it. Kicked ahead by Cedarholm. Loose at center ice. Cedarholm knocks it free for Clark. Clark shovels it in over the blue line, but not much further. Indy takes over. They'll wrist it wing to wing. Watson drops it back for Thompson. Hayden Shaw pinches in and forces a bad pass. Jacksonville takes possession. It's Cedarholm. Head manning it for Mercier, who's had a strong game. Mercier over the blue line on the right. Wrist shot goes wide. Williams, I think, saw that one late, too. Hayden Shaw from the blue line holds it in the zone. Up in the air, jumping into the air is Everett Clark. How did he hold that one in? Gloving it down for Mercier. Mercier can't quite center it at the blue line. Shaw unable to keep it in the zone either as Indy plays it away. They've got a 2-on-1. It's the Fuel with it. Wrist shot over the crossbar. Comes all the way up high for Jacksonville. Can Mercier gain possession? He does by himself for the moment. Lang comes in. Soft shot on net by Mercier. Williams blocks it aside. Indy up the left wing. Pass is deflected by Warren back into the Icemen zone. Charles-David Baudouin circles the back of his net. Plays it D to D for Craig. Indirect pass for Lynch. Look out. Did McNiven make that save?
I think he did. Sitting on the
bench. From the bench.
I mean,
Michael McNiven, some serious reflexes there. On a deflection into the bench. He gives the puck to Cole Hillier, the equipment manager for the Icemen. I'm not sure if Cole gave that puck up or if he tossed it up into the stands or not.
Yeah, I didn't catch that, but again, a little smooth glove save by McNiven, who gets the night off. And he's in the tops of the league there. His goals against average will be third best in the league. His save percentage is simply incredible as well. And he's just getting warmed up maybe for the weekend.
Save percentage should have gone up a tick there with that one. At center ice, Indy loses the handle. It is Lynch for Jacksonville with Warren. Lynch couldn't quite get the handle himself, and the Fuel come back. 3-man attack. 3 back for Jacksonville as well, forcing Indy to just clear in. Craig tries to clear at the blue line. A shot comes in on Carlson, maybe even on a deflection, but Carlson is very much on his game right now. Not that much of a tester, but you could tell how confidently he was for snatching that puck out of the air with his glove. He is definitely on his game.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes when a puck flutters like that, the goaltenders are expecting to come a little bit more gusto behind it, but that one just kind of fluttered, and he kind of raised up quickly and softly caught it with a little bit of style there. So, again, he was waiting on that one and saw it all the way in.
Draw will come to his left. Indy out shooting Jacksonville 15-10 now. In this period, though, it's 4-2 for Jacksonville. Indy wins this draw. Osipov around the back of the net for Elmire. Carl Elmire to the left side. Centering feed, Kirker. His shot is blocked by Thrower. There again defensively are the Icemen. Kirker turns and fires it around, reversing it to the left side. Ryzek holds it in. To the near side glass, Thrower is defending on Elmire. Taking the body is Mike Hedden. Puck comes free, but Elmire gets it back. Centering pass picked off again by Jacksonville. They seem to be reading every single pass for Indy so far, but the Fuel still have it in the zone. Wrist shot deflects. It goes off the post, comes out free, and it ends up behind the net. It was deflected right off the inside of the post, and then a save made by Carlson. Best pressure of the night from Indy. Wrist shot goes wide. Thrower tries to clear it around the wall. Ryzek holds it in. Now it's broken up by Jacksonville, and here come the Icemen. Fortier, turnaround on his backhand. Ross, forehand, save is made. Rebound behind the net. Jacksonville gets it back. It is Ross spinning to his backhand, spinning to his forehand. Looks to center. In the high slot, it's Hedden. 60 feet away, wrist shot goes wide. He was trying to have that as a shot pass for Fortier. And Indy will clear it out of the zone. No icing. Each team with chances, but Indy the better of the chances there. Carlson with one big save, and he's going to kiss that post to his right as well.
Yeah, that post, that sweet sound of that little ding there. That the referee, the official, he was right behind the net right there and immediately waved it off.
The Fuel skating towards goal, but again, it's picked off by Jacksonville. Not cleared yet. Brooks, near side boards for McLaughlin. McLaughlin curls at the blue line to his forehand. Cross ice look. Centering feed. Cedarholm again reads it. The defense from Jacksonville has been outstanding tonight. Held in still. Brooks fakes the shot. Drops it for McLaughlin at the left circle. McLaughlin steps around Ross. Sharp angle shot goes over the crossbar. Brooks holds it in for Watson. Centering feed knocked up into the air. Where's the puck? Far side corner. Golfed at by Jacksonville, but not cleared. Turning and throwing it into an open corner is Indy. Coming loose with it is Thompson. Poked away by Jacksonville. 2-on-2 for the Icemen. It is Clark off the boards for Mercier. Mercier trying to keep the play moving behind the Indy net, but Brooks takes over. Jacksonville wants a line change. Hustling for the puck for the Icemen and keeping it in the offensive zone is Chase Lang. Lang 1-on-2 right at the blue line. Graham Craig trying to help out. Craig golfs at it. It does come free out to center ice, and the Icemen have possession. 9:32 to go in the second period. Puck goes into the Jacksonville bench with 9.5 to go. Still 2-0 Icemen.
Yeah, the Icemen survived that assault there by the Fuel. They were really in a groove right there, Indy was, making the passing plays, trying to set up the shots, getting guys in front of the net. They're really good at getting the guys there. But the key there tonight has really been the defense by Jacksonville, kind of boxing out and kind of making the reads on these passes. And Indy just can't get the quality shots and the opportunities that they want. But they were controlling the momentum there for a couple of minutes. The Icemen survive it and maintains the 2-0 lead.
Jacksonville with possession. Warren deflects into the zone. Foot race for the puck. McArdle just beats Lynch to it as Indy plays it around the wall. Look out. The Fuel rather trying to come back in. I told myself I wouldn't say that tonight, but there's my one as the Fuel have it at center ice. A steal from Jacksonville. Circling at the red line is Warren for the Icemen. Warren tries to kick it onto a stick. Can't do it. Indy knocks it free. Noel to the left side, taking the body is Baudouin. The linesman helping out with a big hit on Bobby McIntyre as well. Baudouin threw McIntyre right into the linesman, and that really helped out the Icemen as Warren forehands into the zone.
Yeah, McIntyre is furious with the linesman there. Just kind of stopped before he went off the ice and had a conversation with them, and they had to pull him into the bench.
A couple of times Jacksonville knocks the puck out of midair. Garrett Ross did that. Play goes into the Jacksonville end. Ross has the puck. Flipping it high into the air, gloving it onto his stick is Fortier, trying to accelerate into the Indy zone, stops at the left circle, looks for help. Trailer is Ross. Ross on his forehand, turning to the backhand side, and he'll toss it in behind the net. Fortier keeps it rolling around to the far side, boards for Hedden. At the blue line, it's Glover holding it in. For Hedden at the top of the circle, winds and fires, blocked in front, comes loose, turnaround shot to the forehand. Williams makes a save on the shot attempt from Ross, and Indy comes out 2-on-1. Kirker with Elmire, defending his Glover. Kirker with a shot, and it goes wide on the play. Glover played it to perfection from a defensive standpoint. Make sure the shooter shoots, take the passing lane away, and he did exactly that.
Yeah, Coker would like to get that shot back because it won't even count as a shot. He missed it, and an opportunity there kind of squandered for Indy.
Here's Indy again, and a save made by Carlson with the right leg on the attempt from Watson. Rebound for the Icemen. They can't clear it yet. Indy's looked much better in this period. Play is behind the net of Carlson. A couple of sticks up high as Glover knocks it away. Indy comes away with the puck. Watson, centering feed. Another brilliant save by Carlson with the blocker. Thompson holds in for the Fuel. The story is fast becoming Adam Carlson in this game right now. Now saving 20 of 20 shots. McLaughlin for Indy into the zone. Turns to his backhand. Plays it down low for Brooks. Brooks with a centering feed. Knocked away by the Icemen. Here comes Jacksonville. Three-man attack. Clark over the blue line. Playing it down low for Mercier. Mercier unable to center. Knocked free by Chase Lang. Lang tries to work it free, but Thompson takes possession. And he will backhand it out. This will be icing against Indy. So they'll have to keep their same 5 on the ice while Jacksonville gets a change.
Oh, you're right, Arlie. Adam Carlson is just, he's keeping the Icemen, really saving them right now because, we talked about before, Indy wasn't quite getting in there and getting those shots. Now they are, and then their goaltender is making the necessary saves and a couple point-blank range, low slot, getting him right on target there and working the right pad that time to get both those out. Carlson certainly on top of his game at the moment.
Jacksonville with a shot towards goal, deflected wide by Warren. Next goal, I get the feeling, is going to be extremely important in this one. Jacksonville leads 2-0 at the moment, but you don't want to give Indy momentum as well as they're playing right now. You get the next goal if you're the Icemen, and you can really deflate their spirit. Long lead pass for Jacksonville. Albert redirects in. Warren chases after, finishes his hit. What a hit! Taking down Ramsey, who is extremely slow to get up for Indy, but we will play on. The Fuel take the puck into the zone. Graham Craig defending on a man. Knocked loose by Craig. Craig on his forehand, can't clear yet. Noel holds it in. Ramsey still out there on the ice. I'm surprised he didn't go straight to the bench as the puck is along the far side wall in Jacksonville's defensive end. Pinned up along the boards. Now Ramsey heads to the bench. Curious to see how he responds to that big hit from Warren. Vandergunst to his forehand. Can he clear it out? Not yet. Held in right at the line. Ossipov's shot. That is blocked by Jacksonville. Albert will skate to center ice. Eludes one check. Gets to the red line and forehands in. And then another collision between Albert and Noel as Jacksonville completes a change. Jack Glover for the Icemen. Left to right for Thrower. Up the right side. Redirected. Fortier looking for Ross. Helping out now is Lynch. Lynch behind the net for Ross. Ross cannot center. It is broken up by Indy's Sullivan. Sullivan at the blue line. They're going to say it's out of the zone. And Thrower and Sullivan in a huge collision. And Thrower wants a piece of Sullivan. Sullivan hit Thrower well after the whistle on an offside call. And Thrower immediate with the response. Gloves do not drop, but certainly testy here.
Yeah, tough to tell right there if he was just trying to challenge him at the point, just couldn't stop his momentum and bumped him, but he jolted him. His thrower stopped at the whistle, and boy, that was a pretty heavy hit there. Right there after the whistle, Arlie.
The Icemen have not had a power play yet all night long. They could have had one, but their second goal was on a delayed call, so that nullified what would have been an Indy penalty. Wasn't sure if we would see one there. We do not. 5:09 to go. We'll take a quick break here in this second period. It is 2-0 Icemen. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
Play is in the Jacksonville zone as we resume live action. Indy with possession to the blue line. It's read by Mercier and cleared out. Tries to tap it ahead for Clark, just out of his reach. Osipov knocks it away and brings it all the way into his own end. Rips it around the boards, comes to the Jacksonville line. Glover for Mercier. Mercier loses the handle. A steal by Sullivan, moving in with Kirker. Sullivan with a feed and a great defensive read by Jack Glover, who is also playing an outstanding game tonight for the Icemen. Sam Kirker all the way at the blue line. His pass is deflected by Clark out to center. Kirker will wrist it right back in. First on the puck is Thompson for the Fuel. Thompson on his forehand, poked up high, but it comes to the Fuel. Wrist shot is deflected by Lang. Again, the Icemen are there defensively. Indy with a centering feed, goes by everybody, and it trickles into the Fuel end of the ice. Brooks for the Fuel. Watson redirects in. Carlson out of his net to play it himself. Up the glass, deflects up high towards the blue line. Getting a piece of it is Mercier. Gets it out to center ice. 2-on-1 with Warren. Cross ice look. It was deflected away. Warren gets it back. Lost the handle as he tried to play it to the blue line. Indy will clear out. Could be icing here. They'll wave it off as Carlson plays it ahead all the way to center ice. And the Fuel drive it right back in. Delayed offside is now waved off, but the Icemen have plenty of time behind their own cage. It is Cedarholm for Jacksonville. To the right for Albert. Albert cuts to the middle, gains center ice, flips it to the left for Warren. Back for Albert, centering feed. Jumps over the stick of Lynch. Trying to clear it around the wall is Teixeira. Indy gets it free. They'll play it up the boards for Coughlin. Big hit from Jacksonville. McIntyre got hit on a glancing blow from Graham Craig. Puck goes up into the air, over the glass, and out of play. Faceoff will be in the zone. There was a deflection, so no delay of game this time.
Yeah, definitely deflection there as the referee made that signal, and that was the appropriate call. But I'll tell you, it's a game here that, it's back and forth between both teams, and especially in the second period. But, we're talking about, the goaltending and how well Carlson's played, but hats off right now to the Iceman defensive unit.
Yes.
This is one of the best games I think they've had up until this point here all year.
Draw will be to Carlson's right. Garrett Ross against Nathan Noel. Comes free for the Fuel. McArdle pinches in from the blue line. On his backhand, he cannot center. Comes to the near side corner for Schultz. Behind the net for Noel. The referee gets in the way this time. LeCun, as Ross trips a man up. Noel has ridden off the puck, and it will be a penalty here on Jacksonville for tripping. So another power play for Indy. It's going to be their third of the evening. Jacksonville has not had a power play yet. Heading to the box is Garrett Ross, and with just 2:48 on the clock in this second period, this is a crucial penalty kill here for the Icemen.
Yeah, it is, Harley, because you said a moment ago that the next goal in this game whichever direction it goes could play a big role here. And you got a very good power play unit, especially on the road. Number one coming into today. This is a crucial kill right now, especially late here in the second period with 2:48 to go. We'll see what we have. And again, expect this unit to be out there for quite some time here for Indy. They've been the guys getting it done.
For the Icemen, it's Pierre-Luc Mercier at center. He's got Chase Lang with him penalty killing. Indy wins the draw. Watson, top of the right circle, takes the shot. Carlson makes the save. Rebound, score. Thompson got a piece of it, and it just trickled through the legs of Adam Carlson. And in behind him for the goal for the Fuel. 2:40 to go in the second period. The Fuel are on the board. It's 2-1 Jacksonville.
Yeah, they had no problem getting traffic to the net there, and it just kind of trickled through the pads at Carlson, and a little bit of a maybe tip job there in front. But again, this is exactly what we talked about. You give them too many chances on this power play, they're going to put one in, and they did. And now that next goal, this third one in the game, goes to Indy, and we got ourselves a one-goal game, and we'll see how they feed off this. They've already had a great period, full of little spurts of momentum. Now they've got it with the power play marker.
Watson and Teixeira will assist on that goal from Matthew Thompson. It's his sixth of the season, rather. 17:20 the time of the goal, power play goal. Indy now 1 for 3 with the man advantage tonight. So now it's up to Jacksonville to find a way to make sure that momentum does not go Indy's way here. This next shift, I think, even becomes important. Get things back on track before you head into the locker room.
Yeah, it does. And, of course, it took some screen and some redirects there in front to get one past Carlson tonight, as good as he's been here. But, again, Icemen just got to tighten things up here and try to continue as they've been doing here. But they got to try to get some opportunities in on the goal turns in relief here tonight in Williams.
And Jacksonville now trying to pressure the Indy zone. Touch pass for Clark. Clark tapping it behind the net. Knocked free by Osipov towards the blue line. Over the blue line, and here come the Fuel, 2-on-1. McIntyre with Noel. McIntyre, shot, save, rebound. Oh, what a play defensively by Hayden Shaw as Carlson's mask comes off. Shaw knocked the puck away from Noel, who is ready to pounce on that rebound, and Carlson with a fantastic save to keep it at 2-1.
Yeah, made the first one there. That rebound chance blocked by Shaw. That saved a potential tying goal from going in. Again, what happens here, immediately a 2-on-1 the other way for Indy. I mean, the Icemen are going to really have to lock it down right now, and you don't want to surrender. And they're having a conversation right now. Okay, guys, we got to make certain that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, they've been so tight defensively so far tonight. You don't want to get loose now.
No, and you don't. And I think it's kind of a common reaction. You just surrendered a goal. Now the Icemen are thinking, oh, we got to get it back. We got to get it back. And when you do that, sometimes you overcommit on a play, and it leads to some rushes, as we saw an odd man 2-on-1 there for the Fuel. That's what they can't allow to happen. Just keep playing the game you've been playing, and your chances will eventually open up.
The Icemen win this face-off. They'll play it to the red line, no further. The Fuel bring it right back in. Delayed offside here. Kirker doesn't know it, so Jacksonville skates out of the zone. With possession is Ross. Ross ahead for Hedden, who will forehand in. Haven't heard much from this line yet tonight of Fortier, Ross, and Hedden. Maybe now is about the time for it to happen, as the Icemen have possession inside their own line. Hedden deflects in to the left of Williams. Williams leaves it for Teixeira, held in briefly by Jacksonville. Second attempt is out of the zone, and here come the Fuel again, 2-on-1. Elmire looks to shoot, saved by Carlson. Rebound swept away by Baudouin. But too many odd man rushes right now for the Fuel, as Indy has the puck in the offensive zone again with 1:14 to go in the second period. Jacksonville leads 2-1, but it is a tenuous lead at the moment. Sullivan for Indy. Left wing circle, as passes deflected, comes right back to him. Shot in the glove, saved by Carlson with some sticks up high in front of him, as he will freeze it for the draw. Adam Carlson keeping his team in the game right now, as Indy has more than double the shots as Jacksonville, 25-12 in the shots column, but the Icemen still on top, 2-1.
And another 2-on-1 against there. That time, though, they got a little bit of a bounce, the Fuel did, and that bounce allowed them to break out into that 2-on-1. But either way, Carlson coming up big and making that big first save, and then a good job by the Icemen to get back and defensively sweep out any rebound opportunity.
1:01 to go in the second. Face off to Carlson's left. Albert against Thompson, waiting for the drop of the puck. Thompson wins it, but it goes right over Ryzik's stick and out to center ice, and now looking for a steal is Warren. He gets it with the help of Lynch. Lynch for Albert, and his drive goes wide. Great attempt there on that one-timer. Jacksonville keeps it in the zone for the moment. They'll rim it around to the near side where Indy takes over, and Watson forehands in. Dalton Thrower first on the puck for Jacksonville. Plays it off the end boards for Glover. Glover on his backhand. Outletting it for Albert. For Thrower, back for Glover, still in his own zone. 30 seconds to go in the period. Warren tries to tap at the puck. Gets it over the blue line, defending his Thompson centering pass, just knocked away by Indy. Here come the Fuel with Watson. Right to left pass for McLaughlin with 18 seconds to go in the period. McLaughlin on his backhand. Knocked away by Jacksonville. It comes loose for Albert. Maybe one final rush here. Warren deflects up high at the blue line. Indy has possession with 7 seconds to go in the period. Outlet pass goes to the blue line. Glover golfs it to an open wing out of the zone, and that will do it. Big hit at the end of the period, however. And again, sticks up high right at the Fuel bench. So we'll keep it here for just a moment and see if anything's going on with this. I think order will be restored, and we should be okay. Shots on goal in that period. Indy with 12 for a two-period total of 25. Jacksonville with 6 for a two-period total of 12. But the Icemen still have the lead. It is 2-1. First period goals from Everett Clark and Brendan Warren right now are the difference. Indy gets a power play goal in the second period from Matthew Thompson to cut the deficit in half. But it's the Icemen on top after 2. We'll see if they can hold on in the third period and get a critical victory for them. 2-1 Jacksonville. We're through 2 periods of play. Coming up at the break, we will have your ECHL Plays of the Week brought to you by the Florida Everblades' Dan Corcoran. We'll take a break and return shortly. This is Jacksonville Icemen Hockey on Mixlr and ECHL.TV.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 32nd season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; A&R Sports, official hockey accessory supplier; AthleticNet, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2020 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, official puck provider; The Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Ticket Galaxy, official ticket resale partner; and Warrior, official on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.TV.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.TV today to get into the game and never miss the action.
A cool change is in the air, and professional hockey is back in Jacks. The Jacksonville Icemen are scoring goals and thrilling fans all season long. Tickets start at just $10 for an incredible game day experience. Come on out to Veterans Memorial Arena, feel the chill of winter, and watch the puck drop. The legacy begins now. JacksIcemen.com.
NHL players have amazing talent and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow Follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons. If you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
Sign up for ECHL TV and watch every ECHL game live online. Follow your favorite teams at home and on the road. With live streaming available on your PC, iPad, and iPhone, you'll never be too far away from the action. Never miss a big goal. Relive your favorite ECHL moments in the video archives. And catch every game from around the league live. If ECHL hockey is on, it's on ECHL.tv.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bean!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
The first full month of the ECHL season is in the books, and there's been no shortage of fantastic finishes and incredible individual efforts. Week 6 was no different and was chock full of big-time plays, so let's get right to it. I'm Dan Corcoran, the voice of the Florida Everblades, and these are the ECHL Plays of the Week. The Wichita Thunder entered last Wednesday's contest with a chance to jump alone into first place. After a back-and-forth game, the Thunder capitalized on a late power play, with Jack Combs netting this goal with 13 seconds left. Here's Jason Malles on the Thunder Radio Network.
Combs had that go past Saffin out of the zone, and now Wichita's able to get Bo Sterrett in the high slot. Out to Parkinen, looking for a shooting lane, doesn't have it. They work it back near side. Combs trying to go to the blocker side with a wrist shot. He scores! Jack Combs picking a spot and beats Prospetal with a wrist shot with 13 seconds left.
The Rapid City Rush embarked on a 3-game, 4-night, 3-city road trip last week, looking to stay atop the ECHL standings. Game 2 took place in Tulsa, a team the Rush have had great success against in the early stages of the season, especially on the power play. Rush rookie Gage Terrell added to the already stellar power play effort of the Rush against their Mountain Division rivals and potted home his first goal as a professional less than 3 minutes into the second period.
Blocker side of Eriksson Ek we go. Face off, won again by Fiore. Work to Phillips. Phillips down the far side, rims it behind the net. Tyler Coulter centers, finds a man, they score! It's a power play goal! Gage Terrell, the first goal of his pro career, and with 17:06 left in the second, the Rush now have a 3-1 lead. Keep the puck, kid, that's a shot you'll never forget.
That was Mark Bonetti, the voice of the Rapid City Rush, with the call on KKLS 920 AM 104.7 FM. Terrell's goal was the first of 2 power play goals that helped the Rush to a 5-4 win and put them back into a share of first place in the ECHL heading into the Saturday finale. The Idaho Steelheads finished out a long and arduous stretch this weekend in the Midwest, completing 13 road games out of 16 total games to start the season. The back end of their most recent 8-game road trip saw highlight goals in back-to-back games.
after Colton Saucerman banked a shot off the back of goaltender Mitch Gillum in Friday's 4-1 win in Wichita. The Steelheads needed a goal to force overtime in Saturday's meeting in Tulsa, and Kyle Schemp delivered that goal in bank shot fashion. Here's the voice of the Steelheads, Colin Shuck, on 1350 KTIK The Ticket.
Near boards, it's Norrish, flicked toward the net, shot by a Tulsa player. Andrusiak churned, Schemp behind and low, tries to wrap, he scores! Kyle Schemp from inside the trapezoid hits it off the back of Tevin Williams and across the line. And with 4 seconds to go, we're tied at 3 aside. Are you kidding me?
The Steelheads fell in a shootout but owned the third-best road record in the ECHL, going 6-3-4 in that 13-game stretch. The team gears up for 12 straight home games beginning this week. The Kalamazoo Wings got back into the win column Saturday at Wings Event Center in the only meeting of the season with the Utah Grizzlies. Canisius College alum Ian Edmondson also skated away with a souvenir.
Up top now, here's Ian Edmondson. Left circle, Catalyst, couldn't corral it cleanly. Catches up to it in the corner. Eric Catalyst, back to the point. Edmondson shoots, it's tipped, and they score! It went off a Grizzly in front, and Ian Edmondson has his first professional goal. It's 2-1 Kalamazoo, and Edmondson, I don't know if he drew it up that way, but he fired it through traffic. It caught a Utah player and two-hopped past the goaltender Barone.
With the primary assist on that goal, ninth-year K-Wings defenseman Eric Catalyst picked up his second of the opening period in his season debut, after being activated from injured reserve earlier in the day. That was John Peterson on AM 1660, The Fan. Graham Knott gave the Indy Fuel a dramatic 4-3 victory over the Kansas City Mavericks last Wednesday with this overtime goal, as he followed up Bobby McIntyre's breakaway attempt. KC goaltender Nick Schneider slowed the puck up, but Knott found it in the crease and poked it in for the overtime winner.
Loses the puck. Here's an opportunity for the Fuel. A breakaway for Bobby McIntyre with a game on his stick. He fires and scores! The Fuel win it. Bobby McIntyre's shot broke through Schneider. It sat on the goal line, and Graham Knott tucked it in. The Fuel win it 4-3.
That was Andrew Smith and Nick Olchek on IndyFuelHockey.com. The Maine Mariners welcomed the North Division leading Reading Royals to Portland last Monday night, and the two teams required bonus hockey to decide a winner. The Mariners rallied from a 2-1 third-period deficit to grab a 3-2 lead, only to see the Royals tie it back up in the final minute with the extra attacker. Reading took a penalty at the end of regulation, and the Mariners were quick to capitalize just 26 seconds into overtime.
Culkin for Chase, top of the left circle. Chase goes across for Kyle. There it is! Alex Kyle wins the game. His first goal of the season is an overtime winner, and it took just 23 seconds in the extra session. One-time blast, right wing circle, 4-3 Mariners, the final score.
It was Alex Kyle's first goal of the season and Maine's first extra time win after going 11-2 in overtime or shootouts last season. That call comes from Michael Keeley on the Mariners Broadcast Network. The Reading Royals snapped one of the more remarkable streaks in their team history Saturday versus Wheeling. The Royals hadn't won a game decided in overtime in 22 months, including the games that went to a shootout. That's 30 overtime periods without a Royals goal. Enter Corey Mackin.
You know, you try to get teams in the midst of changes like the Royals do here. Mackin checks on to the high slot, slows up, toe drag. He shoots and he scores, and the streak is over! 1-0, Corey Mackin in overtime.
The rookie Mackin grew up in Philadelphia and has become a fan favorite as one of the local guys. David Fine with a call from our town, Traintown, USA on the Royals Broadcast Network. The Solar Bears penalty killing unit has been a source of strength for the South Division club. Look no further than Orlando's effort on Saturday night in Jacksonville, as the club extended its run of not surrendering a power play goal to 10 games and showed that sometimes the best defense is a good offense.
Baudouin right side. One-timer Mercier blocked at the net front by Boyd. Good block there from the defenseman out of Fort Myers. Tries to clear. Baudouin gloves it down. Can't hold. Carried out now. Short-handed. Here comes Fegis. Left circle. Shoots. Score! Hunter Fegis. It's a short-handed goal. Makes it 2-0 Solar Bears with 1:17 left on the clock here in period 2.
Hunter Fegis' second period goal was one of 3 shorthanded tallies scored by Orlando in its 3-0 win over the Icemen, which matched a club record. Fegis' tally was also his 5th career shorty with the Solar Bears, tying him for the franchise mark. That was Jesse Liebman on the call. Jeremy Helvig made his first start as a Swamp Rabbit on Saturday versus Indy, and he did in grand style. He made a career-high 42 saves for his first win of the season, including this game-saving stop on Keone Teixeira in the closing minutes to preserve the 3-2 win.
16 left. Not behind the net, pressed by Larkin. From the corner, centering pass. Teixeira shot, what a save! A glove stop for Jeremy Helvig, a game saver!
Jordan Coons and the Swamp Rabbits Broadcast Network. The Swamp Rabbits took 6 of a possible 8 points last week to remain in 3rd place in the South Division heading toward Thanksgiving. Deep in the 3rd period, during a 3-3 battle with the Indy Fuel, Atlanta's Joel Messner broke through with a go-ahead score to give the Gladiators their 2nd win in a 4-game stretch.
Looking for an open man. To Messner. Nesbitt in the corner. Sends it back to Messner, who winds, fires, and puts it in the back of the net. The Gladiators take a 1-goal lead, 4-3.
That was Ira Liebman with the call, and the Glads sit at 6-7-0 on the season. Well, that wraps up the Week 6 edition of Plays of the Week in the ECHL. Make sure to check out ECHL.com and follow the ECHL on Twitter and Instagram for all the latest on the Premier AA Hockey League. This is Dan Corcoran, the voice of the Florida Everblades, saying so long from Southwest Florida.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the Premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.TV today to get into the game and never miss the action.
A cool change is in the air, and professional hockey is back in Jax. The Jacksonville Icemen are scoring goals and thrilling fans all season long. Tickets start at just $10 for an incredible game day experience. Come on out to Veterans Memorial Arena, feel the chill of winter, and watch the puck drop. The legacy begins now. JaxIceman.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Back at the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena, Arlie Johnson with you along with Alex Reed. We are approaching the start of the 3rd period. Jacksonville has a 2-1 lead over the Indy Fuel. And Alex, let's talk about a little preview here of the 3rd period. Jacksonville pretty much on their heels, I'd say, for that 2nd period. If it weren't for the goaltending of Adam Carlson, it might be a different result than 2-1 right now. And that really has me curious about how they will respond going into this 3rd period. They haven't really taken the play for either of the first 2 periods. Maybe this 3rd period is the one.
Yeah, right towards the end of that 2nd period, you started to see some habits that the old Icemen before tonight. Those guys, that we didn't want to see show up But, you saw a lot of 2-on-1s. And so, just a little bit of spurt there where Indy was feeling the momentum right now. And, of course, they get the goal from Thompson. Now it's a one-goal hockey game. You're right. There's a little bit of that uneasy feel right now. But as you mentioned, Carlson, right now, the reason why the Icemen are still in front in this game and had a chance to be in this game because a lot of shots, 25-12 right now. Icemen have been doubled up in both periods and shots. They're going to have to generate some more opportunities on Williams and get some chances in on him. But should be a big third period, but the Icemen need to kind of just, calm down a little bit, take a breath. I'm certain Coach Christie, that was the message there in the break. I think the intermission came at a really good time.
Yes.
He can make some adjustments and get the guys regrouped and just say, hey, look, we played almost 35 minutes here of this hockey game, pretty perfectly here. Now it's time to get back to that.
Puck is down. Third period is underway. Jacksonville tries to clear it out, and with the help of Hayden Shaw, they do. He's got a lot of speed with Hedden, maybe a 2-on-1, but offside is called. Hedden just in ahead of the play on the right. The Icemen really had something brewing there. Shaw showing his wheels, especially with the fresh coat of ice out there, but not to be, as Hedden just in ahead on the right.
Yeah, and that's too bad. For a team like the Icemen who struggle to get shots night in and night out, that was an opportunity where Shaw likely could have just let one fly and get another opportunity on Williams.
Jacksonville with the puck at center ice. Here's Fortier again with speed, going to his backhand side, taken off the puck by Osipov. Trying to keep the play in the zone is Hedden, but instead it's McLaughlin for Indy. Playing it up ahead, broken up by Jacksonville. Touch play. Fortier offside again against the Icemen as that puck was caught in between his skates. So a pair of offside calls in the opening 35 seconds of this third period. I know for Jacksonville, Coach Christie is, along with what you said, calm down and just relax out there right now, but make sure you take the game to them and not the other way around. And that appears to be the case, at least in the opening shift of this third period, but they need to keep it up for 20 minutes. It's the Fuel with possession. Deflecting in is Noel behind the net of Carlson. Graham Craig first on the puck. A little miscommunication with Baudouin with the two defensive players, but they do work it free to the blue line. Not out yet, however. McIntyre with a wrist shot, snatched out of the air again by Carlson. Very confident with that glove save, and the draw comes to his right.
Yeah, McIntyre, a guy that the Icemen fans know well. Again, as you mentioned, from the first season, and we're in a good little shooting lane, high slot there. Carlson very poised when he made that save, but again, we can't. This is a situation where the Icemen can't afford to let a guy such as McIntyre get open and get some chances. He's one of their second leading scorers and always a threat to put it in.
Draw to the right of Carlson. Noel for Indy. Albert for the Icemen. And it goes to the Fuel. Wrist shot in the screen. Carlson, I believe, got just a touch of it on the way in. It goes wide after that. Loose puck for the Fuel. We've got a whistle and a hand pass called against the Fuel. So we'll bring it back to the neutral zone with this face-off. Just over a minute gone by in this third period. Don't forget the Icemen back in action tomorrow night at the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. Alex, you'll be on the call for that one. 7 o'clock game time tomorrow evening. Enjoy your trip to Greenville tonight, Alex.
Oh, I will. Nice 6-hour drive to Greenville to quick turnaround for the guys, and it's going to be a tough. That's why getting 2 points here at home tonight would do the team a lot of good. Obviously, Icemen are going to be a little bit road weary, let's say, after a long trip, and probably no morning skate tomorrow. I doubt they would do that. They just want the guys to rest up and get ready for a big divisional game against Greenville.
Yeah, bus trips are much better after a 2-point victory for sure.
They certainly are.
Indy with the puck in the offensive end. Centering feed deflected away. Here come the Icemen in transition. It's Warren with Albert and Lynch on the opposite wing. Centering feed deflected towards the blue line. Cedarholm gets a piece of it, keeps it away from a couple of Indy forecheckers, and then plays it into the zone. Well done there by number 7 in blue for Jacksonville. Always a steady performer out there. Teixeira tosses it high into the air. Comes to the Icemen. Hayden Shaw, left wing side. Cross ice look. Goes by everybody. Could be and will be icing.
Well, the Indy Fuel here already skating a guy short here heading into this game. We mentioned that hit by Warren on Ramsey into the corner. I haven't seen Ramsey come back into the game since that hit. I can't. It's tough to tell if he's out on the bench right now, but I didn't see him after the hit in the second period, and I haven't seen him here so far. It's only been a couple minutes in the third.
And they do appear to be playing kind of like a short bench. Like you mentioned how good their first power play unit is, that they're out there a bunch. They seem to be a top-heavy kind of team. As Jacksonville gets the puck over the blue line, it is Ross. Has a stick lifted from behind by Thompson. Fortier looks to hold it in, can't do so. Right at the blue line now, Fortier knocks it free, gets bumped off the puck. Fortier still trying to get it loose, and he does find a way to knock it free into the corner. Indy gets it back, and they'll clear the zone. Everett Clark first on the puck. He got the scoring started tonight, just 1:05 into the game. The Icemen getting their other goal with less than a minute to go in the first period. Off the stick of Brendan Warren, that's been it. As we have an icing call, this time against the Fuel, and we'll bring it into the Indy zone. Indy came into this game at 6-7 on the year, but just 2-6 on the road. They're on a 4-game road trip, all against South Division teams. So far, 0-3. They do not like the South Division, and all 3 of those games were 1-goal losses in regulation.
Yeah, and it's going to make them more desperate here coming in the third as the game winds down. I mean, they do not want to go back home empty-handed without any points here on this road trip, so or any wins on this road trip. So it's a situation where they're going to continue to play hard here. And they've had a few days off after their previous game, and it's going to make it a little bit tougher for the Icemen coming down the stretch.
Carlson getting his glove on a puck to freeze it. It was not a shot on goal. It was just a puck that came towards him, but not taking any chances. He just wants the face-off. Pretty choppy start to this third period. Not a whole lot of flow just yet. 17-11 to go in the third. Still 2-1 in favor of the Icemen. Draw to Carlson's left. Jacksonville wins it, but they do not keep possession. Stolen by Noel. Circles the back of the Jacksonville net. Riding him into the boards there is Lang for the Icemen. Stepping in now for the Icemen is Baudouin. Getting it loose for Lang. Mercier got a piece of it. Couldn't clear it yet, but Lang has control for the Icemen. Off the end boards to the left side for Craig. He can't get the handle to it. There is Ramsey, who you just talked about on the ice for Indy. He'll play it into the zone, but Baudouin flips it high into the air and out. Will this be icing too? Yes, it will. Back into the Jacksonville zone we go. Can't go more than 20, 30 seconds without a whistle so far in this third period.
Yeah, and this was kind of the pace that we had on Saturday. Tons of whistles, especially early on. Even some of the fans were commenting online and on there. It was just offside. It was puck out of play. It was icings. It was a very tightly checked game for a while until things started to open up on a scoring front there for Orlando, who got 3 shorthanded goals in that game.
Amazing. As the Icemen play it into the Indy zone, Jacksonville has now allowed 6 shorthanded goals on the season. They have not scored 1 shorthanded yet either this year. As Indy plays it out to center ice, tapping it into the zone. Indy still with possession. It is Elmire. Looks to center. Shot towards goal. Denied by Carlson. Phenomenal with the left leg.
Oh, man. Another big stop by Carlson. The Indy shooter simply cannot believe it. He had his stick on top of his helmet. And absolute disbelief right there. And just a good play backdoor. And Carlson made a great save, keeping it out. Very well, this game could have been tied right there.
That was Sam Kirker who had the shot, the former Manchester Monarch. But Carlson with perhaps his best save, and he has had many great ones tonight. That might have been number 1 on the list for this evening, keeping it a 2-1 game. Indy wins the faceoff. Trying to shift around Warren is Elmire into the high slot. Wrist shots deflected out of play. Even though Carlson has been there time and again tonight for Jacksonville, the defense continues to play very tightly. They've intercepted a lot of centering feeds. They've been there, positionally, right where head coach Jason Christie would want them for the most part anyway tonight. A couple of odd man rushes where they got a little loose in the second period, but for the most part, they're playing a pretty smart hockey game.
And they have, and it's the reason for the success here and the opportunities they've had. But 2-1 right now. Again, there's just that little spurt that we saw in which in the last 5 minutes of that second period, it did kind of revert back a little bit. But again, looks as if they've kind of adjusted some things. But
2 saves from Carlson. The second one better than the first. Indy now gives it up at the blue line. Still loose. It's not out of the zone yet. Poking at it is Thrower. On his forehand, tries to golf at it. Now backhands it free to Glover. Glover to Hedden through the neutral zone with Fortier. He'll chip in to the left of Williams. Ryzik first on it. Fortier in on the forecheck. Couldn't get it away. Ryzik plays it to the right side. outlets it for McLaughlin. McLaughlin shifts around Clark, gets to the blue line and clears in. Ross deflects it free for Cedarholm. Continuing it around the right side for Fortier. Fortier for Shaw. The defenseman activates and leads the attack. Shaw to the left circle, goes wide on a man, beats him. Tries to throw it in front, but it was deflected away by Ramsey. Ramsey on his backhand feeds it out to center ice as the Icemen looking to capitalize on some transition game that might be their best offense this third period, is waiting for Indy mistakes and trying to move in on transition just as Hayden Shaw did there.
It is. They're still looking for that first shot on goal, though, in this period. Arlie, just 12 shots right now for the entire game. The Icemen have got to generate some more shots and get it in on Williams.
Especially because the Indy net minding, including Williams, and remember he came in relief in the second period. Neither him nor Marchand looked terribly sharp in this hockey game as the Icemen keep the puck in the zone. Great play to hold it in. Mercier backhands around the boards behind the net of Williams. Comes to the right side, right back to the Fuel. A poke check by Warren, but he cannot lock it loose. Now Langneck gets it free, gets it to the blue line, over the blue line, offside, Jacksonville. Lang never could get up on his skates. He had somebody right on top of him the whole time. He got spilled at one point and just never could get up.
Yeah, and he pushed it forward there and was just trying to get up. If he gets up a little bit quicker, he's going to be able to pick it right back up and break in for a chance there on the left wing. And Warren arguing with the call there for the offside, said even with that, he was still in an onside fashion, but not the case. So we got the face-off just outside the zone, and he got Vandergunst right now, and kind of in a little bit of a shoving match right now. The man lined up to him. I believe that's
Carl Elmire.
Yeah, Elmire, the rookie.
McNiven almost made another save from the bench as Indy redirects into the zone. Jacksonville clears it right back out, icing against the Icemen. Clock stops with 14:05 on the clock. Continue to have whistle after whistle after whistle in this third period. I'm not sure if that benefits one team or the other, but I certainly would like to see the Icemen generate some more offense, or if nothing else, even some offensive zone possession time, just to get a good shift there, have some pressure.
Yeah, they just haven't had it at all in this period. We're almost 6 minutes through. They're still looking for their first shot on net and haven't really sustained anything. Play's been mostly tilted here in the Iceman end.
They do win the draw, and Graham Craig stick handles out to center ice with it. Can't get it any further than that, however, and the Fuel right back in. McLaughlin on the right side. Goes cross ice for Rysick. Goes around a man into the slot. He's all alone. Saved by Carlson. It glances off of him and trickles just wide of the post. Indy holds it in. Rysick had all day in the high slot about 30 feet away. And there's a great defensive play by Baudouin to block a centering feed. Watson was all alone on the doorstep had that pass gotten through. Lynch looks to pry it loose. Cannot clear the zone yet. Now it's poke checked free by Jacksonville, and Lynch will skate out to center with it. Osipov away from Lynch, up the right side. Indy cannot touch the puck. It would have been too many men on the ice. Remember, Jacksonville still has not had a power play all night long. Indy only has one penalty, and it's for a fight. That's been it. Jacksonville goes cross ice with the pass. Hedden forehanding it in on the rim around. Comes all the way up to the right point by everybody and back to center ice. Jacksonville with it again. Glover passed well in front of Fortier. Icing against Jacksonville once more with 12:49 on the clock in the third period. Shots on goal now 30 for Indy, 12 for Jacksonville.
Yeah.
5-0 this period.
Yeah, they've had 6 shots in each period here. Still looking for their first one. Being outshot now 5-0 here in the third. And again, after all these icings here that the Icemen have committed here, it's it's going to bring these faceoffs in the offensive zone for Indy. They're getting a lot of chances to maintain possession in the O zone.
Which means that Jacksonville needs to be very efficient in their faceoff win percentage, especially in the defensive end. But they did win that faceoff. That it's Indy coming right back. Another 2-on-1. McIntyre with Coughlin. Deflected away by Jacksonville. Another great defensive play. Not sure if it was Cedarholm or Thrower. Either way, it was beautifully done defensively by the Icemen. Indy didn't even get a shot on goal on that 2-on-1. Indy gets tripped up. No call this time. Could have been called, but we'll play on. Thrower drives it off the boards and out. Icing again on Jacksonville. I don't know how many times that is this period for Jacksonville, but minimum 3 or 4 right now. But credit the defense from Jacksonville to break up that 2-on-1.
Yeah, and that was Cedarholm just getting that big body in the way there, breaking up the chance. The puck kind of rolled wide on the centering feed and flipped off into the corner. But that's just Cedarholm being in the right spot. Stands at 6'4", using the body, and that's his role. He's a defensive-minded defenseman. He's not going to put up a lot of points, and he did his job right there. And another draw here in the defensive end.
And Jacksonville does win another face-off. Thrower tries to knock it free for Cedarholm. Penalty coming on Jacksonville again. High sticking is the call. It's going to be on Dalton Thrower. He doesn't like the call, but a power play for Indy when we come back. 12:05 to go in the third period. It remains Jacksonville 2, Indy 1. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons. If you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
Huge penalty kill upcoming for the Icemen, leading 2-1, but down a man. Dalton Thrower is in the penalty box. Power play number 4 for the Fuel. Jacksonville has not had a power play all night long as we sit midway through the third period. Indy wins the faceoff. It's Teixeira at the right point. Stepping up is Cedarholm, but he can't get the puck away. Coughlin turns and throws it around, goes by Watson, goes by everybody. So Indy did their own clearing attempt for the Icemen there. Jacksonville gets a quick line change. John Albert onto the bench. Chase Lang onto the ice along with Everett Clark penalty killing. Jacob Cedarholm and Hayden Shaw are your defensemen. Teixeira to center ice. Throws it all the way back to Watson. That was almost another clearing attempt. Watson, in fact, does go back behind his own net. For Teixeira between the circles in his own zone. To the right for Watson. Gains entry into the zone onside. Cedarholm first on the puck. Takes it behind the net. Tries to tip it away from Coughlin. Comes loose. Lang got a piece of it but cannot clear it. McLaughlin at the left circle. Closing into the goal line extended. Looks for his shot. Goes off the side of the net. Comes loose for Hayden Shaw, who will turn and fire it out. Jacksonville gets another line change defensively. Mercier and Ross now penalty killing with Baudouin and Craig at the blue line. Indy over the blue line. Stolen by Baudouin. Comes free to the left side for Ross. Ross tripped up. Penalty on Indy. There it is. Your first minor penalty of the night on the Fuel. Hooking is going to be the call on the ice. And their power play comes to an end with 41 seconds remaining on it. We'll skate 4-on-4 for 41 seconds. And finally, the Icemen will be on the power play after that, albeit an abbreviated one.
Yeah, easy call right there. Noel is trying to chase after the puck and slow down Graham Craig, who really was just trying to clear the puck down. And I don't think, Craig's not a guy that's going to pick up the puck and go the other way with it. So I don't know why Noel had the urgency to trip him up there. It just let him get the clear. Instead, it's a tripping penalty, and now the power play comes to an end. And that's good news for Jacksonville.
4-on-4 for the moment. Faceoff goes into the Indy zone, but the Fuel are able to clear it back into Jacksonville territory. And McIntyre, with good speed, always has had it. He's first on the puck for Indy. Tries to cut to the inside, gets to his backhand, to the forehand. Shot towards goal, goes out of play. I'm not sure if Osipov had that deflected or not, or if he just shot it over the glass and off the netting. I don't think it touched anything.
Yeah, it looked like it'd be pretty clean there, but looks as if they're going to say that it was deflected. So the faceoffs will remain in the zone, but good stick work there and speed by McIntyre to kind of waltz through traffic and dish that out on the wing for that opportunity.
Dylan McLaughlin on the faceoff for Indy. John Albert for the Icemen. Faceoff to the left of Adam Carlson, who's been brilliant tonight for Jacksonville. And the Icemen do win this faceoff. Baudouin circles away from McLaughlin, drops it off the end boards for Craig. Craig carries up the left wing. He's got Clark ahead of the play. Clark over the blue line onside, tries to drop it back to his forehand, feeds it to the blue line. Baudouin's going to step into one, deflected just wide on the play. Clark holds it in at the left wing half wall, tries to get away from a double team, golfs it towards Williams, who will glove it down for Osipov. Jacksonville is now on the power play. They've got it for 1:12 as Indy clears the length of the zone. Hayden Shaw first on the puck. Just 1:05 to go on this power play for Jacksonville. They're 18th overall in the league at 15.6%. Hedden, clean entry into the zone. To the blue line looking for Shaw. Deflected away by Sullivan out to center ice and a foot race for the puck. Shaw using his body defensively. Excellent body positioning by Shaw to keep the puck away from Sullivan. And maybe another rush here for the Icemen. Still 40 seconds to go on the power play. Garrett Ross takes it in behind the Indy net. Battle for the puck there. Lang loses it to Teixeira. Teixeira can't clear it yet. Pried loose by Ross. Around the wall for Hedden. Hedden, cross ice, it's Fortier, top of the right circle. Wrist shot in the screen, save is made. Rebound is loose. Lang with a shot, save is made. Rebound for Indy, and they will clear it out. Best chance of the period for Jacksonville. Really the only chances of the period for Jacksonville.
And, of course, Chase Lang, he gets a lot of his goals there in front of the net. That's where he was. And getting a couple of whacks there in on the goaltender, Williams.
One final chance on the power play. Lynch for Fortier. Cannot get the shot away. It was caught between his skates. Indy looks to clear. It comes to the right side for Thrower. Teams are back at full strength as the Icemen look to pressure offensively. To the blue line. Held in by Fortier, just barely, but the Icemen elect to take a line change from there. Down to 8:30 to go in the third period. Still Jacksonville 2, Indy 1. Scoreless third period thus far as Carlson makes a save on the snapshot from Sam Kirker. No rebound, face off to his left.
Well, again, we've talked about this Indy power play, how good they are, their penalty kill, getting the job done there as well. They're, I believe, 7th best in the league. So, I mean, they got great special teams, this Indy unit there, and got the big penalty kill right there, although, as you mentioned, a shortened power play for Jacksonville. But, again, that power play allowed the Icemen to get their first and second shots to the period.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we're inside the halfway point. That's when they came. So, Icemen here 5-on-5. We're going to have to try to dig in here and get some more chances in on Williams.
The Icemen do clear the zone on this defensive zone draw. They've been pretty good on the faceoffs in this third period. Indy tries to carry it back in, but they'll be called for offside. Stopping the clock with 8:14 to go. I get the feeling, Alex, this is going to come down to the wire. And it's maybe a situation where I know the Icemen want to try and pressure offensively, and I hope they continue to, but I wonder if this is going to be one of those games where they're just trying to hold on and protect this game and this lead.
Yeah, you've been playing well defensively all throughout the game, and that's where the Icemen earlier in the second period, or late in that second period, were giving up all those odd man rushes. You know, you could try to attack the net, but don't get caught down low and a transition odd man rush the other way. You don't want to give up those chances. So you're right, Arlie. I mean, the Icemen, we're saying they got to get shots on net, but they're winning the hockey game right now. So I think the mission here first, keep Indy off the board.
Yeah, all is well, at least for the time being, as long as it stays at this score.
And Indy, good goaltending as well.
Absolutely. Jacksonville tries to block a shot, and they do so, but Indy keeps possession. McIntyre into the high slot. Shot is deflected wide by the Icemen. Shaw plays it to the far side boards. Osipov holds in. Picked away clean by Warren to the right side for Lynch, trying to go wide on Rysick. 1-on-2 for the moment. Lynch just chips and chases instead as Jacksonville completes a line change. Rysick spins away from Lang. Forechecking is Lynch, forcing the turnover. Baudouin holds it in. Wrist shot on the screen is deflected behind the net. Lynch first on it for the Icemen, trying to feed it into the slot for Clark. An errant pass comes free to Indy. They'll clear it safely out to center. Jacksonville right back with it. Baudouin over the blue line. Looks to go wide on Rysick. Rysick stands him up along the glass. Centering feed by Lang comes towards Williams, who will freeze it for the faceoff.
And that was a good shift by those guys right there, that unit. Again, you know, why they didn't get any shots in on Williams, but they were getting pucks deep and forcing Indy to go chase the puck there. And also now the puck kind of squirts off the board, and Williams jumping on top of it. The Icemen get a rare offensive zone draw here in this period, but that was a good shift. The guys did the right things. Very simple game, getting the pucks deep into the Indy end.
So the Icemen with a offensive zone face-off. It could only take one. You also get the feeling that if Jacksonville can poke one by Charles Wilson, that might be the end of it for Indy. at the same time. Remember, their spirit is a little tentative too. They're on a 3-game losing streak coming into this game. Didn't come into tonight's action with the greatest of confidence themselves. As Jacksonville plays the puck to the neutral zone. A pair of 17s, Brooks and Clark, fight for it. Brooks golfs it into the Jacksonville end. Graham Craig first on it. Rims it around at the blue line. It's held in by Teixeira. Looking for Elmire. Down low, Craig steps into the play. Looking for Baudouin. Cannot play it by Elmire. It's Indy in possession. Sam Kirker to the blue line for Teixeira. Wrist shot is deflected by Lang. Comes free for Graham Craig. Craig, the big defenseman, gets away from forechecker, plays it ahead for Clark, then for Lang, who has Mercier ahead of the play. Lang just forehands in. Williams will leave it for Brooks. Indy, wing-to-wing pass. It is Matthew Thompson for the Fuel. Into the zone for McLaughlin on his backhand. At the blue line, just keeps it in the zone. Stepping up is Fortier, but he can't get the puck away. Thompson, centering feed, poked away by Thrower, but it comes right back for McLaughlin. McLaughlin on his backhand at the left wing faceoff circle. Turnaround shot stolen by Jacksonville. Here come the Icemen. Hedden, great feed for Fortier. Looking into the center, it's Ross on his forehand. Save made by Williams on a beautiful passing effort from the Icemen, looking to give themselves an insurance goal. Indy back to center ice and taking it over the blue line, down to 5:35 to go in the game. Still 2-1 Jacksonville. Cederholm with the puck in no hurry as Indy has a line change here. Cederholm easily to the red line before forehanding in. Now it's Jacksonville trying to complete a line change. As the Icemen hold it in the zone for now. Indy golfs it back out on the second crack at it, however. Jacksonville at center. Albert gets it to the blue line. Noel plays it inside the Jacksonville line, no further than that. And the Icemen clear it back. It's just going blue line to blue line right now.
That's just fine by Jacksonville.
Absolutely it is. Just let the clock continue to tick away as Carlson tries to clear it himself, but it's held in at the point. Comes behind the net for Jacob Cederholm for Jacksonville. Up the right wing boards for Lynch, who will play it to center ice. 4:43 to go in the third period. 2-1 Jacksonville. Osipov, the defenseman, carries it into the zone, looking to go wide and in behind the Indy net. Held up there by Albert. To the left side, it is Warren. He cannot clear out. Osipov with a wrist shot. Save made by Carlson. Rebound bounces up high into the air, right in front of the crease. And it gets kicked into the corner. Slap shot from the blue line is blocked. Comes right back to Ryzik. To the right circle. Towards goal. Save is made by Carlson. He'll cover it up. 4:15 to go in the third. It remains Jacksonville clinging to a 2-1 lead. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey on Mixler and ECHL.TV.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.TV today to get into the game and never miss the action. Arlie Johnson with Alex Reed, your broadcast team for the Jacksonville Icemen. It is 2-1 Jacksonville in the lead with 4:15 to go in the third period. Face off in the Icemen zone. They are being outshot tonight 33-14. A large portion of the story tonight, Jacksonville netminder Adam Carlson, who has been up to the task on 32 of those 33 shots. Face-off will come to his left. Garrett Ross waiting for the drop of the puck against Matthew Thompson. Thompson has the only tally for Indy tonight on the power play. Jacksonville wins the draw. They'll rim it around the right side. They do not clear it yet. Teixeira able to hold it in. Bouncing puck again held in at the line by Thompson this time. McLaughlin's shot is blocked. Deflects up high for Fortier. Fortier turns, looks up ice, and does get it to center. Jacksonville tries to steal it. Ross will deflect into the zone. It comes to the left of Charles Williams. Indy in possession. McLaughlin, D to D, it goes off the boards. Fortier looking for the steal, and he has it. Looks for a trailer at the left wing circle, finds it in Craig. Wrist shot goes wide to the far post. Baudouin holds in. Shot towards goal is blocked. Not cleared yet by Indy. Fortier knocks it a little deeper into the zone. Now the Fuel regain possession. At the blue line, at their own blue line, Ross is able to block it. Fortier again trying to clear in. Comes to the red line where Everett Clark digs it free for the Icemen. Pass to the right for Baudouin. Steps into one and drives it around the wall behind the Indy net. Goes off a skate right to the Fuel. Clark at the blue line steals it and gets it all the way into his own zone. His line mate was going on a line change. He didn't know it. Jacksonville now needs to clear out of their own zone. Everett Clark tries to tap it out of the zone. Not yet. Bouncing puck. Glover this time gets it free for Clark. Three-man rush for Jacksonville. Mercier chips and chases to the right of Williams. Down to 2:52 remaining in the third period. Jackson with the puck on a big hit as well. Glover with a wrist shot. Save made by Williams. Got enough with the right arm. Rebound for the Fuel. Up the right side. Not out yet. Second attempt. Now they have control. Bobby McIntyre with a wrist shot. Glove saved by Carlson. He's making it look easy. It's anything but.
Just a little flick of the glove right there. Well, and just shows you the poise he has. I mean, he's been getting pelted with shots here, this entire game. And then here we are coming down a crunch time situation, and you can just tell it's not facing him right now.
Draw comes to his right. Still some work left to be done for Jacksonville, clinging to this 2-1 lead. Draw will be to Carlson's right. John Albert against Joe Sullivan on the draw. And Sullivan wins it. Shot on goal. Saved by Carlson. This time with the right pad stick combination. Jacksonville still having trouble clearing out of their own zone. They've had trouble all night with this. Pinned up along the boards, and it is held in by Indy. Cedarholm takes the body on Kirker. Albert is in there trying to help out. Behind the Jacksonville net we go. Elmire digs it free. To the blue line we go. Wrist shot in a screen. Never reached the net. It comes up high for Cedarholm. Cedarholm for Ross. Skating to center ice and backhanding it in. We are down to 2 minutes remaining in regulation. Jacksonville up 2-1. Alex Brooks to the right side for Kirker. Up the middle, it's Thompson. Gains the line. He's onside. Drifting to his left. Defending is Baudouin. Clark steps in. Clark has possession. He's got some time as well. Between the hash marks in his own zone. Headband pass for Lang. Back for Clark over the blue line. Offside, Jacksonville. Clock stops with 1:38 on the clock. We will monitor Indy's netminder Charles Williams, waiting to see when and if he leaves the net in favor of a sixth attacker. As the Icemen look to make it a 2-2 homestand, including 2 of the last 3. And trying to extend Indy's losing streak to 4 in the process. Face off in the neutral zone, just outside the Indy line. Jacksonville wins it. Baudouin rims it around softly, comes around the wall. Osipov knocks it behind his net for McArdle. Playing it up the right wing boards. It is Watson. Tries to go around Craig, and he is able to do so. Takes it into the zone. Drop pass for Osipov. Shot is blocked. Out of the net is Williams. 6th skater is on for Indy. McArdle behind the net. Craig is first on the puck. Plays it off the boards and out. It will be icing as it goes wide of the net. Clock will stop with 1:08 to go. And we'll see if Indy calls timeout here or if we'll just wait for the faceoff. Shots on goal this period. Indy with 10. Jacksonville with 2. And they were in the same sequence.
Yeah, the Icemen with just 14 shots on goal here in this game.
Amazing.
35.
Yet with the lead.
Yeah, with the lead. Talk about efficiency, huh?
Face off to the left of Adam Carlson. Another big face off. Jacksonville wins it. They'll golf it around the right side. Can they clear it out? Yes, they do. I don't know how it got by McLaughlin, but it did. Final minute of the game. 2-1 Jacksonville. McLaughlin accelerating through the neutral zone. Cuts to his left, feeds it for Elmire. They're onside. into the slot, deflected away by Jacksonville, and out of the zone. It's going to be offside just over the blue line.
Yeah, it's a close call. It was the correct call, but it was a quick play.
Yeah.
But the linesman right on top of that one to blow it dead there, and then the faceoff's going to come out of the zone.
With the neutral zone faceoff, I was looking to see if Indy would elect to put Williams back out onto the ice. I don't think that they will because it's just outside the Jacksonville line. We are going to have a timeout called here by the Fuel, and we'll stay right here with the action. Again, along with Alex Reed, Arlie Johnson with you on Mixler and ECHL.TV if you're watching as opposed to listening. And we'll set the scene. 46.4 seconds to go in the game. Jacksonville clinging to a 2-1 lead. Really, they've been clinging to it since the minute 5 mark of this game when they took the lead with Everett Clark's goal.
Yeah, I mean, clinging's a good word. I mean, look, they played a good hockey game. It's one of those tight, contested games. But, I mean, the control, the pace, the offensive chances, it's all been controlled by the Indy Fuel, who played a pretty sound game here as well. Right now, though, the storyline been Adam Carlson. He just needs to hang in there for another 46 seconds and getting some help from a defensive unit, which we've seen a lot of improvement on here, Arlie.
Yeah, I think they've been phenomenal in front of Carlson tonight, despite the fact that they've allowed 35 shots.
Right, yeah.
They've been reading a lot of passes. They've been in passing lanes. They've been in shooting lanes. They've blocked a lot of shots tonight. Would like to see them be able to clear the zone a little bit easier than they have tonight, but the fact that this is a neutral zone faceoff certainly helps out. Indy stays with 6 skaters on the ice and an empty net behind them. Indy wins the draw. They'll play it in immediately. Comes to the near side boards. Elmire tries to play it to the opposite corner. The Fuel still with the puck. McIntyre to the half wall and then to the blue line. Left point, it's McLaughlin. Defending on him is Lang. Comes behind the Jacksonville net with 25 seconds to go. Mercier gets the steal, drives it off the boards, and it bounces over to Shera and out to the Indy blue line. McLaughlin right back with it. 16 seconds to go in the game. McLaughlin backhands in. Thrower is first on the puck. Turns to his forehand side. Drops it smartly for Glover. Glover turns to his forehand. Turns and leaves it for Lang. Tries to clear. Not yet. 4 seconds to go. Will Indy get another chance? Behind the net. Can they center? No. Time expires. And the Icemen hold on to win this game by a final score of 2-1. 34 saves for Adam Carlson. The story tonight as Jacksonville gets the victory and improves to 4-7-2 on the season.
Yeah, what a win here, Arlie, for the Icemen. They're a very happy bunch, and that makes them make that bus trip that much better heading down to Greenville, or up to Greenville, here in just a few moments. And, of course, Adam Carlson, as Arlie's going to head down and talk to our #1 star. We'll keep it right here, though, but a 2-1 victory here. And really, if you're a fan of the Indy Fuel, you got to be happy with the effort here. I know you just absolutely hate the result, especially now that it's been a tough road trip for the club. But they controlled a majority of this game, but unfortunately for them, ran into fantastic goaltending tonight in Adam Carlson, who was dialed in all the way throughout. We talked about the Icemen's defense being better here, despite the fact they gave away 35 shots. But a lot of those shots were perimeter shots. The Fuel didn't really get very many opportunities to get some scoring chances there in front. But when they did, it was Adam Carlson there to backstop the Icemen en route to this victory. So a big win without question here for this team. A team that needed it, and the Icemen close out the 4-game homestand with the victory. They'll go 2-2 on the homestand, and it will be the Indy Fuel who have now dropped 4 consecutive games. And we'll wait for Joe, the PA announcer, here to bring you the 3 stars for this game. Arlie will have the #1 star. Now let's hear the announcement here.
Number 3 star from your Jacksonville Icemen, scoring his 2nd goal of the season, number 17, Everett Clark.
Everett Clark scored the first goal here in this game to get it started just a minute 5 in.
Your number 2 star of the game, also from your Icemen, scoring his 3rd goal of the season and a game-winning goal, number 41, Brendan Warren.
And, of course, Warren with the game winner.
And your number 1 star from tonight's game with 34 saves, goaltender, number 35, Adam Carlson.
And no surprise there, Adam Carlson takes a little bit of a victory lap here, throws a T-shirt to the fans. And Carlson, 34 saves. He was stellar this evening. He's going to have a chat with Arlie down on the ice. Let's send it down to Arlie.
Adam, 34 saves on 34 shots. You could tell early on this game that you were in the zone. I get the feeling you certainly knew it too very early in this game.
Oh yeah, I mean, I had the guys in front of me blocking everything, let me see all the pucks, and it makes my job easy, and then it allows me to do that up there.
I know playing with a lead certainly makes things easier for the team as well. It allows them to play their game, have the defense's reads as well. Getting a lead a minute 5 into this game was crucial.
Yeah, that was huge. And I mean, 2-goal lead's the worst lead in hockey going into the third period, so I don't mind giving that one up. So, you know, a big game by everyone out here, and we'll get back at it tomorrow night.
How big is it to win a game in the final game of a homestand, knowing that you got a couple on the road coming up this weekend?
Oh, it's huge, especially when we're back at it tomorrow. It was supposed to be a morning game. We got it moved to an evening game, thank God. But, yeah, it's huge getting those 2 points and getting the bus happy on the way over to Greenville.
Brilliant performance, Adam. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You got it. There's your player of the game, Adam Carlson, 34 saves tonight. Next up for the Icemen, next Wednesday evening, the night before Thanksgiving.
And there you have it, your number 1 star this evening. Well-deserved for Adam Carlson, who gets another win here in Jacksonville. That's his 3rd win in 4 starts here since joining the team. What a nice addition for this club. And the Icemen pick up the big win here as well before heading up to Greenville tonight. And as he said it, jumping up on the bus. That's what we're going to be doing right after this game, getting on the bus and making the 6-hour trip to Greenville here this evening. So we will have a little bit more of a happy bus here coming in. So there's no doubt that's a good way to start the trip. But the Icemen going to have a quick turnaround. They're going to have to get some rest on that bus and get set for a 7 p.m. game tomorrow night against a divisional opponent in the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. So this is a big test here for the club. Going up against